Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wreckfest. Yes, it is time for us to have a big old crash, pretty much. It's been quite a while. I didn't realise it was like October, I think, was the last time we did some race. It's been far too long since Wreckfest has been played, so it is time to jump back in and do some racing. I believe there is supposed to be snow in single player, but I don't think that translates into online, which is a little bit of a shame. But yeah, we're going to be doing some racing. We're going to have, hopefully, some good fun. There'll probably be some silly stuff along the way. You know, I say the usual. Whenever we go racing, something's going to end up upside down, basically. It's almost a guarantee. We'll start off with some vaguely sensible classes, and we'll gradually get sillier, and we'll mix things up as we go along, pretty much. That is the way it goes. So we're just going to get this one started. Now, we race on intense damage because it is funny. Basically, it makes things quite hectic a lot of the time, and that will be the way to go. Now, folks watching, you are more than welcome to join. We are playing this on Xbox. You will need to be on Xbox if you wish to take part. There are limited spaces. The lobby can only be 16 people, and I think we are currently full. You are welcome to join as and when there are spaces. People might have to go and so on. If you drive like a complete moron, you will be kicked from the session, essentially. Look, there's going to be bumps, there's going to be shunts, but we're not really looking for full-on torpedo, mostly because 99% of the times when you do that, you screw yourself over as well, and it's kind of just a bit of a boring way to race. So yeah, there's going to be bumps and so on along the way. It's inevitable. It's Wreckfest, but we're sticking with some more our usual kind of gentleman's agreement when it comes to racing rules. Shadow, we're waiting for you, if you can ready up. Small Man is braving it with the stock car. So they're quite fast, but they're notoriously very weak. They're very, very, very weak cars. We've got the usual Raven, Rammer, there's a Sunrise Super in here, there's a Panther. Bumpy's got a Speedy, there's a little Mini. I think that one's the Mini, isn't it? There's a Super Venom, that'll be quick. Ninetales is always fast, they've got dominator. I've got my preferred Hammerhead, the Hammerhead RS. It's lovely to drive. I haven't played this game for ages, so I'm probably going to be all manners of wonky. Do shout at me if the volumes are funky as well, because I'm never sure with Wreckfest. One time it seems like it's super loud, the next time it seems like it's super quiet. So yeah, who knows. We are driving on a reverse layout, because this is a layout of this track that probably most of us won't have driven around very much. The Mighty Wing is cool, but it does actually hinder visibility a little bit. Actually, quite a lot bit. I could do with a slight... Oh, that corner's way tighter than almost all of us realised. Bar Danger Man, who leads the way. Can I... Oh, there is a car chucking it to the inside, and I just can't turn in. What is changed camera? There we go. Okay, I can see over my wing now. Progress has been made. I can actually see where I'm going. That is an out-of-control stock car. Well, not out of control. It is a stock car having some trouble. We will hopefully get two in one go. And the Hammerhead is up into a 6th position. Fantastic. We're going to try and chase down Longbow's Nexus. I'm going for an early break into turn 1. It kind of works. We're slow on the way in. We carried good mid-corner speed, but Longbow did get power down on the exit quite nicely. We know that Nexus is pretty rapid. It's a good car. Well, the few cars Longbow can drive in B-Class because of the lag that goes with the old Canadian internet. It's difficult, funnily enough, for Longbow to drive in these. It's kind of like the input delay almost, I think, is what the problem is. Can we be looking for a way past? See, I'm going for the kind of brake a little bit. Basically, I don't trust the brakes on this car at all. The Mighty Wing did not, to be fair, we're probably not going fast enough for the Mighty Wing to do much in terms of bringing downforce. Is the game quiet? Okay, my TV is loud then. The setting on OBS is just quiet. I can fix that, not now, but I can fix that afterwards. There is... I thought there was a lot of turbo noise going from this, but I'm not actually sure now. Oh! we are quite wide there. We might still get to the very late apex, and that's fine. Danger Man continues to lead the way. Gliska's battling away with Ninetales, I think it is. We're trying to take a neater line through here. I'm still slightly learning the track, but we know we will be flat all the way through here. That's no problem for us. We will be early on the brakes down here. Ewan gets a slide, we get a slide. Will Chris get a slide on the exit? Don't know, can't tell. Couple more laps to go. We're just stuck. Well, not stuck, but we are just currently at the watching distance, although that was a very nice run through the first corner. Definitely got speed there. It seems to be the place where I've got the getting the most out of my car. Here is a tricky corner because it's deceptive. You want to run into this corner with a lot of speed, but you will lose out if you are not careful. Danger Man continues to lead the way. Ninetales getting maybe a little bit closer. Longbow is out wide looking for a way past Ewan. Can't do it. We are here on the tail end of this battle now, looking for a way to get involved. Can we profit from anything? If anything untoward should happen, maybe. Longbow again trying to cut back underneath. We shouldn't bobble that curb. That curb is nasty. The curb is mean. It is causing all sorts of grief for us. It just tips us sideways a little bit. One more lap to go. Oh, and I locked up into turn one. All that speed we had been taking through there on previous laps, it just went a little bit wrong for us. Danger Man has extended that lead again over Ninetales. Is there a chance for a fourth place here? Gliska's out wide, Ewan's out wide, Lombow's out wide. Everybody's got in too deep through there. We find a way past, but it's only a just find a way past. Longbow is going to get back to the inside through the next corner. We might still get a half-decent exit. We do. Yeah, everyone ran wide, and we're all going to buy into the battle here. Thought about trying to go for the inside. Longbow's going to really struggle to pull that one up in time. Unfortunately for me, we just could not get it turned in soon enough. Danger Man will take victory. I appreciate the lap down car staying out of the way. We had to have a go on the final lap. I think we lent on Longbow, and then Longbow lent on us. I think that all is fair. That was a hell of a race. I mean, it was super close. 48-7, 48-7, 49-7, 49-7, 49-6, 49-2. I mean, we were there or thereabouts. Half a second is not much. That was a hell of a battle. That was a hell of a battle, actually. It was a nice, clean, just fun race right there. It was Casey has lost a wheel, and Kevlar I saw stopped as well, so had a bad run somewhere along the way. That was a wonderful start. It was a great race. And that's what happens with Wreckfest. When you drive respectfully, that is what can happen. Longbow not a fan of the circuit. I've never driven that track in reverse, never tackled it before. Once I got the hang of it, it was alright. That blind crest and downhill set, that was tough. That was tough on the first lap with everyone getting lost. But yeah, it was definitely... Oh, the thing's gone crazy. So there we go. There we go. Andrew, thank you for the donation. Saying I couldn't get my fridge to work this morning, so I took the bus instead. I'm going to give a boo to you. From me and probably from chat. Yes, we are definitely going to be giving you a boo on that one. Rob, thank you very much for the donation, saying, I'm happy now. Did you? Oh, you got the Cult of 69. The Cult of 69, oh no, it's still there. It was there. And it still remains. Sound, thank you very much for the donation, saying, while I do make the occasional dad joke, but by not actually having any children, I am sure I will not go completely dad with power. Ah, dearie me. That is also going to be a boo to you from me and chat. In that one, we've had 2 boos already today. We're starting strong. With the I didn't select a circuit. Whoopsie. We're going to do the close eyes and... Well, someone's going to complain at me if I run that one. I kind of like it, but it's not the most fun circuit. Kingston. Ooh, yes. Let's go here. Kingston Raceway. Figure of 8. 10. Let's go maybe 15 laps. this should be something. This should be something. Now, it's always the question, right? It's always the question when you go to one of these, do you drive a heavyweight, know your car is going to be slow, but hope you make it to the end, or do you drive something fast, knowing that if it gets in a couple of crashes, it will probably be broken? I'm going for the fast car, and most people normally do. Someone might try and brave a heavyweight and hope for mayhem, because mayhem can unfold. This is not the most chaotic of circuits. It can get to it, but on the most part, it is not too chaotic. It's normally kind of a good figure of 8 race. It's just when cars start falling back and then they start appearing at the crossover, that's when things go wrong. The Hammerhead is definitely a good vehicle. The donation bar has not quite worked as planned, has it? Drake, thank you for the donation. Saying Robbie was quite happy until, for an insult, someone ruined things, a sneaky adult. The cult of 69 was no longer fine, for the cult of 1p is far better result. Ah, nice limerick. Very nicely done, limerick. Well done. However, it was immediately, the cult was immediately broken a little bit. Flingo, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I missed one RimWorld stream and now I'm dead. Oh well. Things did not go well for you with that. I mean, should be fair, your German Shepherd, it should not be fighting kangaroos. You were unlucky, to be fair. I'm not even quite sure how the kangaroo managed to well, I say that you just don't mess with kangaroos. They are pretty mean, as the Australians would tell you. Oh, I don't want to be on the outside at turn 1. You know it's going to be bad on the outside line here. The stock car is to the lead. Oh, that's all going to end up. We ended up with Crane in the wall. Longboat did a big jump. We got punted up the rear, but it actually kind of helped us a little bit. There are war wagons aplenty on the outside. That's fine. We'll go through here. Ewan's about to eat concrete. No, Ewan did not eat concrete. We're going to sneak to the inside of cars here. Lado's sliding around. I want to try and... Oh, there's a Gorby. Had a very big flight. I'm still stuck on the outside. I've lost some of the front of my car. We're shedding weight. Longbow has snuck through with Nick Liska's wing. Bumpy's out of position and in a bad way. I can't get past the horde of much bigger estate cars. Oh dear. We're going to get flicked. Oh, we're going to get kind of flicked back into an awkward place there. We have snuck past. I will alert to all of you. Thank you very much. I shall read them in a minute. At the moment, there's a pink car in a terrible place. I'm way out of position through there. Bumpy's had an awful time so far. We're up into 7th, considering where we started. That is not too shabby. It could have been worse, at least. Oh, I'm not going to get across to there, am I? Maybe. We might be able to sneak to the inside of Gliska. No, not quite. Now, it might calm down for a moment. 15 laps, decent length of time around here. Gliska's to the inside of Smallman. We're going to try and follow if we can. Oh, big smash for a couple of cars there. Not sure who is out. It's Ninetails. We go to the inside of Gliska. I mean, we will handle better than that war wagon. There's no doubt about it. Longbow has to check up over there. We're going to maybe get to the inside of Ninetails. Oh, well, we are going to get pushed into it a little bit. And it's 3 wide through here. Bumpy is only just. Ninetails has come off a little bit worse for wear in that one. Not really what we were going for, but there was leading, and there's a spin for the El Matador, I think it is. Chris was leading the way, has lost out. Gliska was always going to fire back there. Longbow now leads the way, but the crossover is about to get hectic. I'm going to lift out of that one. Otherwise, things are going to go wrong. It was Danger Man in the Gorby that went flying on lap 1. So, Longbow leads in the lightweight Nexus. If that gets hit at the crossover, it's going to be pain. Oh, I had to go on the brakes. Otherwise, we were going into that. Danger Man wanted to keep going, but I'm going to slow down from that because I do not want to be involved in the contact. Gliska was involved in the contact there, and I think there was a crash behind at the crossover. Gliska will back up the inside. That's fine. I will leave plenty of space. Longbow is on the brakes there, dodging the cross traffic. Ninetales has recovered. I did not get my car stopped in the place that I wanted to. Unfortunately, Gliska will shove the nose back up the inside. We will fight back. Danger Man has lost a wheel. I mean, can't just turn in completely. There is a, you know, we do still need a little bit of space. There's also a Danger Man in a precarious place. There's a Bumpy in a very precarious place there. Oh, well, we've kind of moved Bumpy, and I got very sideways, and I am pointing the wrong way at first corner. Not really anything Glister could have done in that one. I was spinning on my own when they turned up, so they do not have to wait. They don't have to wait for me. I don't know if they are, but they definitely don't have to wait for me on that one. I was already in trouble on my own that time around. They have waited, which I appreciate, although they didn't do anything wrong in that. I was already going sideways. It was getting caught with Bumpy that actually caused a lot of the grief. There are various vehicles trundling around, missing a wheel. The attrition is starting to take hold. This is a battle for the podium. If we can get up into this, we'll get to the inside of Chris here, I should think. I didn't want to lean too hard on the stock car. I think we've just got the speed. We are to the inside. Oh, there's Longbow. There's what's left of Longbow's car. That promotes me to second. Longbow got pushed pretty much into that mess. It's getting so confusing trying to figure out when is clear to go across here. There is a gap. I mean, oh, Lado has absolutely fired it to the inside. I mean, there's no real attempt at the corner on that one. Right, we'll get across there. They are clear in the background. We are catching up to a crane. I mean, at the moment, my goal is just don't get killed on the cross traffic, which is easier said than done, but we are once again across that section. There is a hearse up against the fence. There is Ninetales. Ninetales' car has lost a wheel, I think. Is that Ninetales going slow? It is. Oh, Ninetales has lost a wheel, and that is horrible to drive, I imagine, by this point. We inherit the lead, but let's not forget that there is still one lap to go here. We've got to survive. Ewan is missing a wheel in the stock car, but we are coming up to lap. It is absolute chaos in the centre. We are just trying to essentially fire our way past here, best way we possibly can. Shadow is on the inside. That's fine, don't care about that. There will be a gap in the cross traffic. We will slide our way across and we will claim victory. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, that car was quick. The Hammerhead was very fast there. And we were able to make the most of it. Apparently, Danger Man is a motorbike. Oh no, I actually thought that car was out. Oh, I think it has just... Oh yeah, Danger Man is a motorbike. Danger Man's out. Oh, yeah, that's less than ideal for you. There, oh, Crane's lost a front wheel. Speed Beast has still got a full complement of wheels. Kevlar is battling with some AIs. That was a mad race. That was an absolutely mad race. I thought when we got tangled with Bumpy's wreck as well, like Bumpy had, again, nothing Bumpy or could have done. When I tangled with the wreck, I thought we were done for. But we recovered. Ninetales, unlucky, lost a wheel late on. And we inherited the lead in that. Chris did incredibly well to get a stock car to the finish. That's not normally a track where stock cars finish, I'm going to be honest. So, nicely done. Nicely done. Right, we are going to go for the... of course, that always goes for a dive. If in doubt, we're going to start that dumb rivalry. Tolston Circuit. Sure, I don't know what one this is. And we will do short circuit reverse. We won't do 15 laps. We'll do 6, maybe? I don't even know what track this is. Is it one of the newer ones? I think it might be. Sound, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, why is Peter Pan always flying? Because he never lands. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, indeed. That's definitely going to be a boo to you from chat. and from me. Rob, thank you for a further 2 donations, trying to get the Cult of 69 back on the donation bar. No 69, thank you for the donation that's removed. Rob, thank you for another very generous donation, saying if I cannot have 1 Cult of 69, I will have 2 cults. I'm going to guess it was 69, wasn't it? That's what you got going on there. However, it was immediately displaced. Luchador, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, greetings! I found your channel around Survive the Hunt 10, and ever since the chaos has kept me coming back. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm glad to hear. I mean, Oh, Lado's in a harvester. That sounds ominous. Always glad to hear people continue to enjoy videos after such a long time. I remember. That was a while ago, that one. And may Lado find a wall today. I mean, we can try. Lado's in a harvester. Lado's going to end up upside down and out of control. Oh, we've got Officer Bumpy. We do. We have Officer Bumpy in the Cardinal. Fantastic. Things are going to go crazy in here. Also, Sound, thank you very much for the donation to defeat the second Cult of 69 as well. I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. Oh, dear. Sound is on for the terrible pun of the day. It's going to be another boo to you from chat and from me. Officer Bumpy's in the lead, mostly because I missed a gear, but I don't know this track at all. Officer Bumpy's the wrong side of the fence. We're to the inside of... I do not know... I don't think I've ever driven this track. I don't know the circuit. I don't know where I'm going. Yep, I think I might have driven this track once the right way. And I really don't know where the hell I am going here. So that's fun. Ninetales is up on the barrier. Oh, someone's fallen over. Was that Chris? I think it might have been a Chris. We are around the outside of Gliska. This is a very tight circuit. Gliska's going to fire to the inside. I could have been later on the brakes. I just genuinely don't know how fast I can go around this one. This is more of a time trial circuit, I think. This is seriously narrow for Wreckfest. We will look for a way back past the sweeper, is it? That Gliska's driving. We've got a good exit here, but the thing is, I don't know the track well enough, so I don't know where I can risk having a dive. Gliska's up onto 2 wheels. It's a good cutback from us. We will get to the inside, and that should maybe put us alongside. There is still a car's width on the outside there for Gliska. We are going to go continually side by side. We've got to give some space. Oh, and the pass is complete. Just about. Ninetales leads the way, unsurprisingly. Are we coming up to Farmer Lado? I think we might be. Possibly. Yep, there's Farmer Lado in the harvester. Ninetales dives to the inside. Oh, I wanted to go for a cutback on Gliska. I was actually kind of setting up to deal with Farmer Lado. We're going to mug the farmer around the final corner. Can't quite make the pass stick, though. Right. Oh, Danger Man has turned up. I was having such a clean race with Gliska. No. Oh, it was such a good race with Gliska. And I was trying to get myself set up for the exit of that one, but... Oh, there we are. Hello. Oh, the microphone died in the middle of a race. God damn it. I don't quite know at what point the microphone decided it wanted to not be working anymore, but the microphone had a whoopsie, and there we go. It's back now. It's back now. Don't worry, Daisy, man. It was a great race. I think you were faster than me around there. I'm pleased with considering I didn't know the track at all. I'm pleased with the Hammerhead's performance in that one. But yeah, the Stella was just too quick. Ninetales far faster than the rest of us. Lado fell over, but technically didn't dump somehow. Yeah, Lado did faint. Farmer Lado fell over. Well done, Farmer Lado. Well done, Farmer Lado. Donations. Rob, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, got to try again then. You did, and it was successful for a bit. Rob Holmes, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, hi Alex, thanks to you and the guys for all the videos this year. I'm watching on my 42nd birthday today. Ah, well, happy birthday to you indeed. From all of us at FailRace. I'm glad you've enjoyed a year of nonsense that we have come up with, and there will be a, hopefully, well, I mean, the plan will be for another year. You know, there should be many, many more videos to come. I don't want to do demo derbies, Christ. And Hill Street. Ooh, okay. I like this track. Let's go C-Class. I might drop the laps down, to be fair. We will go for slightly fewer laps. Also, was the game volume better on that one up until my mic died? No, it's not the mic. It's the wire. The actual microphone. I have a pretty good microphone. I have one of the Rode USB ones. It's a very nice mic, and it is. The mic's fine. I think it's the wire occasionally drops out. I'm going to drive a Gremlin just because I know it's a good car. Essentially, whoopsie. We'll go 5 laps. There we go. But yes, happy birthday to you, Rob. To a different Rob. Drake, thank you for the donation. So, you only know you have made a boo-worthy joke when Bowser finds it funny. P.S. No cult of 69 to end this last stream of the year. Currently, the cult has been defeated. I mean, yeah, we'll just have Bowser to judge all of the jokes. That's definitely the best way to go. It's definitely the best way to go. Scotty, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, my dad made a joke about a toilet roll, some shiny paper, and a rubbish toy. It was a cracker. That might be the worst. That might be the worst of the boo-worthy jokes. That's definitely a boo-worthy joke. That is definitely a boo-worthy joke right there. Same with you, like you have the pets been chewing on the wire. No, this is just it's a really old wire. The wire is older. The wire is from what? About 10 years old now. It's from it's quite an old microphone. But because it's, I think it came with the first proper microphone I got, which was not long after I started YouTubing. Oh, I meant to start the race. So it's getting old. I don't think I got it on the first. It's probably about 8 years old, the wire, and I kept it because it's quite a long wire. And if I need it on the mic on a tripod, or I need it for the sim rig, I can find a way to make it work. But yeah, I think a new wire is in order. There needs to be an Amazon shop, and a new wire will be included in that. We are up against the outside wall. Not the best place to be going through that turn 1. Longbow is to the inside. That's fine. Got to be a little bit careful. I mean, this is where things are about to go mad. Oh, lots of brake locking. Hey, we're up onto 2 wheels. Thank you, Longbow, for catching me. Much appreciated. Don't think anyone is... Okay, so no one's had a big shunt early on. No one has fallen back yet. But there will be, as the race progresses, there will be cars. They will be hitting at that point. Oh, it wasn't quite going to be space. Oh, crap, Ninetales is here. Is my car good? No. Okay, some cars are good enough to ride that bump. Some cars are not. Mine is not. We will have to take a wide berth through there in future. Ninetales gets about a millimetre away from the wall. Lado trying to donate and distract me. I see your game, Lado. I see your game. Of course, thank you very much to the very kind donators. I mean, Lado is up in second at the moment. Oh, the leader just launched it off a curb. I launched it off a curb just as badly. Right, we cannot attack the curbs in the Gremlin. Ewan is going to... Ewan wanted to cut back to the inside, but there wasn't going to be space there. We will be clear before the next lot of cars approach. So, the Stella leads of Rockin. Then we have Ninetales in the Panther, just getting past Lado's Gorby. We are up onto two wheels a little bit, and then we've got all sorts of cars lining up behind. There is a Lado bounced off the curb. Unfortunately, we were quick through there, but got stacked up behind a recovering Lado. The curbs are mean. There's been a big crash behind. It's Danger Man up into that 5th place for the moment. Right, can we find a way past a Lado? That is the game. That is the game that we are going for here. And there is always a chance that we could be gifted positions as a mess goes on at the crossover point. We've got a great run through turn 2. Not going to be close enough to have a look. That's fine. Don't know if I want second gear. Oh, no. I think we took someone's wheel off. I'm not sure who that is, but the red car. I mean, it kind of more hit us. Oh, that's a really precarious place as well for another car stricken minus a wheel that has just kind of rolled there. I had hoped we were going to get across in front, if I'm honest. We maybe should have lifted. We maybe should have put the brakes on. If we didn't, we were never going to... If we had to slow, we would have never got the leaders. I think that was a... kind of go for it and hope for the best. One of those cars, is it Bumpy's, is actually going over the curbs. That's... Bumpy's sorted. Bumpy's fine. Bumpy... Well, actually, can't attack that curb there too heavily. Oh, and there's a spin for Gliska. That's not the place you want to be spun. We get the car stopped. There is... Oh, and Gliska has got... been involved with a hit with Chris, actually. That puts us up to 7th. Okay, that silver car... Oh, it's Longbows. Has rolled. Is in a really awkward place. It's getting worse each lap. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Right, can we chase down Bumpy and I think Ewan? I'm just judging based on colours. At the moment, and the nameplates that I can see. One more lap to go. I mean, it's the best we're going to get is 5th, barring utter chaos. And utter chaos is always possible. Let's not forget here. That was a little wide of the apex, but I think we're playing it a smidge safe on this. Just keep the cars away from the apex, or keep the cars away from the curb. Bumpy launches it. Bumpy's in a lot of trouble there. We will try and get past. Can't make the move stick. We're going to cut back underneath as Bumpy's up onto 2 wheels. We will spin the tyres up, but we are through and up into 6th. Ewan has pulled away. Longbow's car got hit by someone and is on fire and out of the way of the traditional racing line up there. Unfortunately, I think we have run out of time to be making any more forward progress here. Oh, we might make some backwards progress if we hit that too much. Oh, it looks like Lado might have got a podium. Possibly. I think so. I think so. Rockin got victory. Ninetales, I presume, was 2nd, and I didn't see a Lado fall down the order, so it was a Lado podium. Oh. Danger Man would take 4th ahead of Ewan. I mean, 6th for us. Yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. There's a Kevlar wandering around. There's Speed Beasts. Also fairly fairly poorly car. That's a big hit off of a curb. Those are nasty. Those are nasty. So there we go. Ah, that was a good ride. It was a shame. It was a shame, but it's always a gamble running across the that crossover section. I wanted to stay. I didn't want to fall back from that. Basically, I wanted to stay in touch with trying to get on a podium. It was a gamble. I knew the gamble of doing it. We took the risk. We slightly misjudged it. but decent enough recovery drive back into 6th. So I will take that. Sound, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, I tell dad jokes, but I don't have any kids. I'm a faux pas. Oh. That's definitely a boo to you. That's definitely... I'm now trying to decide whether that or the cracker joke is worse. Oh, they're both very boo-worthy puns. I mean, they're brilliant. Terrible puns right there. So that's definitely a boo to you. Lado, thank you for that. I should say, don't mind me. I cannot read, but I can type I can type sentences correctly, but not spelt correctly. You can't quite type them out as well as you thought in that one. I'm just gonna put it out there. It wasn't the perfect sentence. It wasn't the perfect sentence at all. Rob, thank you for the saying, I think a combine-only race at Bonebreaker Valley would be totally safe and wouldn't cause any trouble, don't you think? Also, I think 80% of the filming crew playing now hates me because of this. Well, we will do a random. I'm going to go to... I know where we're going. Let's do some more oval figure of 8 dirt racing. But next time, we will do Bonebreaker Valley in combines up next. And the Cult of 69 remains for the moment. Rocky, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, good evening, Alex. I hope you are well. My 5-year-old disabled daughter gets so excited when she hears your video start. Thank you for bringing joy to her. Oh, well, I'm very glad to hear that. It always means a lot when I hear kind of things like that. At the end of the day, I started doing YouTube because I watched a lot of YouTube, and you know, those videos were always, you know, after a bad day or whatever, the videos would always be good. So I'm glad that I can do that for other people. It always, as I said, it always does mean an awful lot. So hopefully I can continue to do that. What am I going to drive here? I'm going to go Bulldog, actually. The Bulldog's really good handling. It's very slow down the straights, but it's really good handling, and this is basically all corners. Well, and then there's a crossover bit that might end up with me smashed and missing a wheel. That is a possible. That is a big possible, but we shall see. We shall see. Lado's Lado's in a toy car. Danger Man's in a toy car. Speed Beast has a limo. Chris has the El Matador. I should really build one of those. Chris and Glisker's has got. I've seen Glisker's run very quickly quite a few times. I should probably get one at some point because they're quite. In fact, Glisker has got theirs out. They're surprisingly good handling for something that's very strong. Like, the limo is very strong, but it handles like a, well, armoured limo. I.e. terrible. So, yeah, the El Matador is probably a better choice of kind of heavyweight for this. My Bulldog will get destroyed in collisions here. It's not a strong car. Lado is driving a toilet. Longbow is also in a toy car, but, so there we go. I mean, sure, any car with a drag engine is fast in the straights. We're talking about the C-Class one that I have here. It's very good in the corners, but it isn't going to be... It's going to be... Well, I mean, it'll be quicker than the toilets down the straight. All the honey pots are on the front row. Well, one's at the back. I mean, I know what one we're going to aim for, given half a chance. One's run away, because it knew what was... It unfortunately didn't fall over. Like, that's what I wanted to see. Like, Ewan's has just fallen over terribly. That was what I was hoping to do to Lado's, but it didn't. Way come, and then he bit me immediately. Oh, so one of the toilets has had a crash. Oh dear. Can we duck underneath this horde of cars? Oh, there's a little bit of leaning going on, but it does put us out wide out here that I don't necessarily want. Oh, there is a toilet to the inside. There is a Bumpy to the inside. Bumpy's had a roll. He'll straighten Glisker up. That was not quite what we were going for, but Bumpy just terrified everybody with that roll, and I'm going to get squished on the outside. Unfortunately, we are very quick, but I cannot get clear of this little group of cars, which we really need to. We really need to clear these cars, because otherwise I cannot use the Bulldog's speed, because we're just going to be fighting the cars every time. Go. There we are. Right. I can probably get away, and I shouldn't say this, but I can probably get away with being aggressive on the curbing. Well, the dirt. Oh no! I thought I was going to go behind Bumpy. Oh, bloody hell. That toilet is rapid. Toilet is surprisingly quick. Oh, we got a little bit caught on it. Gliska got bumped around. The toilet is surprisingly strong in those collisions. Right. We will get to the inside of the bog and take out a hay bale. We'll throw a hay bale at a toilet. That's fine. Danger Man is leading the way. Actually, Danger Man is leading the way in a toilet. Folks, this will not do. We can't have a toilet win this race. I mean, I get that it's probably later, but someone's got to crash into it somewhere along the line. Oh! I had to dive on the brakes there. Like, driving into Gliska's door, not too bad. Driving or getting hit in the door by Gliska, really bad. The El Matadors, as I said, will hit hard. And, yeah. We are going to try and get past Chris. Problem we're finding is we're at a point where we keep meeting Gliska at the crossover, which isn't great news for us. Oh, Rocking almost got in trouble. Chris very nearly spun themselves out on my nose. There is a Cardinal out wide. We are going to go behind that. Oh, I'm getting lent on all over the place here. Sorry, Chris. Not the objective there, but did happen. Oh, we got spun by a Portaloo. I mean, Danger Man did get hit in that one. I will lift, of course, for Gliska's car, but we're not lifting for a Portaloo. Ninetales has taken the lead of the race. The Portaloo has to dodge us, if that makes sense. When you're that much heavier, yeah, you're not going to lift. Oh, Danger Man, it's gone wrong, that one impact. I mean, I will give credit where credit is due. To have been leading with a Portaloo for that long is mighty impressive. We are again stuck in the middle of all of this. I want to duck underneath the Cardinal, but we're going to have... Rockin is having a look to the inside. I'm struggling to steer as we're getting pushed from every which way. We are through the middle of all of this and up into fourth. Right, can I get off this corner nicely for once? We can. We're going to get clear of that, and Gliska hits the pack. I don't know who it was. Someone got hit pretty badly. Longbow is the vehicle in front of us that's had to check up for the limo. We've got a few laps to go. We might all still get beaten by a toilet of what some description. Small Man's toilet is running well at the moment. Oh, got to go on the brakes for the limo. Oh, it was Rocket, I think, that got hit by the Gliska El Matador, because that's lost a front wheel and it was right behind us. Come on, get in front of that limo. Maybe third gear is what we want. In this car, I was trying second, but I don't think that really works. We've got the pace here, that's for sure. Can I duck underneath Longbow for the exit? Maybe. We're a little bit boxed in. Bumpy's lost a wheel in all of this. We've got one more lap to go here. Looks like Ninetales is on for a victory. We're going to try and sneak it to the inside. The Longbow can't make it stick. Oh, Small Man has gone. Oh, all that work. All that work from Small Man, and credit where credit is due. Oh, it all gone wrong at the end. I think we got second just. Again, credit to Longman, to Longman. Credit to Small Man and Danger Man for making it as far as they did with the toilets. In fact, Small Man crossed the line in fourth, which is very good going. As expected, the Bulldog was very quick. Ninetales got the Trooper to a victory. Rockin' unlucky. Bumpy also completely devastated in that one. Ewan's toilet is still driving. Lado's toilet is still driving. The toilets are surprisingly OP. They were fast up until the point where... Yeah, they're very quick over a lap, but the problem is kind of Danger Man found out. No one's going to lift for the toilet because... Okay, I actually got pit maneuver. I got hit pretty hard by that, but I spin and then immediately back going again. And the toilet just can't quite do that. So they're really quick when not involved in crashes. Yeah, Danger Man gets fastest lap of the race, half a second quicker than me, who had second fastest lap of the race, I think. No, Ewan. Yeah, they were glass toilets. That's a disgusting prospect right there. I wish I hadn't said it. But there we go. It's they're not glass cannons. They were glass toilets. But it was another very good race. Now we're about to have a silly race. You can thank Rob for this, or you can be glad that Rob suggested it. I don't even know if this is going to work, if I'm being perfectly honest. We're going to go for 4 laps, and honestly, I think 4 laps is perhaps a tad brave. I'm not even sure if anyone's going to... I don't think we've done this, though. So... we will see. We will see how this goes. Harvesters at Bonebreaker Valley. Oh, Ricochet, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, hi Alex, can I request a figure 8 with motorhomes? You can indeed. There will, I am sure, be some... I'm sure we can do some figure 8 with motorhomes. That's normally quite a good fun race event, so to speak. This is going to be an absolute mess. I don't know what... Apollo, what do you... Oh no, Apollo's fast asleep. I can't really ask his opinion. He's had a big day. Went for a very long walk with him today. He managed to drop his ball into a ditch and had to go swimming to get it. Because he's a dumbass. He shouldn't have dropped it in... Well... I threw the ball in a straight line, he went and batted it, and then managed to, in his excitement, to grab it, nose-butt it, punt it off the path, and all the way in the ditch. So he had to go down and get it. I wasn't going down there. He's a dog, he can fall in the water. He was the idiot that lost the ball. So he's had an eventful day, so he's passed out fast asleep. So he's no good to ask. As to what, but this is it's not gonna go well. This. I don't know what the harvest is going to be like over the jumps. I don't think I've ever driven them here. It might become a race of attrition. It may well become a race of attrition here. It may well be just who can keep the thing alive. I don't know what these are going to be like on the landings of the jump, because there are 2 you have to take. There are 2 jumps that you are forced to take around here, so yeah, this should be fun. Oh, everyone is ready. Let us begin. Lado, thank you for the donation, saying, are we doing your favourite bouncy cars on this? Unfortunately, because the bouncy cars can't really be forced, it is difficult to do. We will see. Maybe we will do the world's worst jelly cars. Uh-oh. No! Oh no! Bumpy's made us. Oh no, that's definitely not how it's supposed to go. Oh, Shadow's in trouble. Bumpy's also in trouble. I feel like our roll didn't really... Cause the Harvester flies surprisingly flat and level over the jumps. Oh god, although I was reading chat and I had an accident. Don't read chat in Combine Harvester. That is solid life advice. Oh! Or... yeah. Whoops. Okay, heavy cornering in the Harvester, bad idea. It will roll completely on it. So, as you can tell, I don't really drive the Harvester very much in the game. Who is leading? Oh, Rockin' and probably Ninetales in second. Oh, Ewan's had a very big death. Yep, I'm going to go this way. We're going to go for a cutback on Longbow. It's not worked! It's really not worked! Sorry. Sorry, Longbow. It was a legit attempt and I forgot how long the nose of this is. Oh, there's combines everywhere. Ugh. Well, we've fallen over twice and we've slightly pushed Longbow into the start gate. It was unintentional. It was an attempt at a legitimate pass. It just didn't really work out that way. Chris has got a tank slapper going on. We will find a way past Chris. There we go. Rockin' is the leader, who is, I think, miles ahead. Ewan and somebody have had an accident. Chris has actually nearly lost all the life on that harvester. I nearly fell over on my own. Okay, don't turn in too sharp through the corners. It will have problems. That, I think, is maybe... Oh, that was rocking over there, stuck. Ninetales is taking the lead. I think Ninetales is in the kind of grey, bluey coloured one. Ninetales and Rocket, I think, are about the same colour. We will jump on the brakes. We've chucked it in with quite a lot of speed through there. Chris, we were ahead of, and now we are not ahead of. That's fine. There is our leader, who has bounced off the door of a bright green one. Don't know who that could be. I'm out of gears. I think people may have tuned these to have longer gear ratios, and it is causing me some grief because we're just in the limiter. That looks like Kevlar might be stuck on the wall and not going anywhere. That's fine. Ninetales has taken victory in all of this. Oh, there's been a crash and a smash, and we've got a couple of places. We are trying to get to the inside of Chris. Can we send it to the... Well, we're trying to send it to the inside. Oh, through here. It's going to be a drag race to the line between me and Chris, and I think Chris is going to get it just. It's really close. No, we can't. We cannot do anything unless the AI has anything to say about it. I had to bail, otherwise I was going to get hit in that one. Ah, damn it. 8th place was all we could manage. Oh, Ninetales takes victory. That's... I don't know what's going on there. Things have gone wrong for Kevlar. It didn't really show very well what was happening. The camera doesn't know what's going on. It can't really film harvesters very well. And there we go. Ewan has managed to do 3 laps in 49 minutes. Ewan, you are having the worst luck I think I have come across. Oh, Ewan, you're not having a good day today, are you? Right, can we go a race without murdering Ewan? All right. Let's see if we can go for a race without killing Ewan. All right. That's the goal. It's an ambitious goal, I'm not going to lie, but it is the goal. Unfortunately, I'm sure Lado was going to try and murder Ewan now. Right, we're going to go back to some B-class cars. We're going to go for a close eyes, and I don't do demo derbies because they're not very good. Instead, we will go to another derby arena. Come on. I mean, we have just gone there. Come on, let's get some variety. So far, there's random drawing. Okay. Haven't been here for a long time. Let's do it. The random drawing of circuits has not proved that random, but yeah, this will go splendidly, I am sure. Alex Anderson, thank you very much for the donation. Saying a bit behind on stream, but time for a toilet race. We technically already had one a little bit at the figure of 8 by accident, essentially. But yeah, we can do a honeypot race. I think everyone should have access to them. I think so. What is the best top speed of B-class cars? I feel like that's what we want. It's going to be the Mini, isn't it? 6.4 on that. What is a sweeper? Is anything faster? That's only 5.7. 6.8. Awesome. Let's go for this. I don't really know what I'm doing with tuning other than I'm just going to give it long gears and lock the diff. That seems like a good idea to me. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. Saying a friend of mine got into a new drug called Poppins. On a windy day, he became as high as a kite. Oh, that's definitely a big boo to you from me, and hopefully from chat. I am sure chat will agree. That is absolutely a boo-worthy joke right there. There have been some truly terrible puns. There have been some truly terrible I mean, wonderful, but terrible, terrible puns. Oh, and of course, the Cult of 69 has indeed been defeated. Okay. I haven't... This Gorby was built entirely for a King of the Hill? I can't remember if it won. Don't think it did. I think it was a bit crap. So it's probably not going to be very quick here, but it does have a half-decent top speed, which is essentially all I am working with here. So, there we go. Dazzle asking if Ninetales can push you into victory. What is the Bandit Ripper? Is that the Mad Max car? That was like a pre-order something? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know what car that is. I think Ewan... Ewan, are you in a stock car? If you're in that stock car... No, that's... no, I don't know who's in the stock car. I was going to say, if Ewan's in a stock car, you're not making it easy for yourself. Oh, yeah, it's the Mad Max car for Ninetales. Oh, Glisco with a nasty clonk into the scenery there. So it is... Oh, well, that's not quite what we wanted. Longbow is to the outside. There is a trophy truck battling away with Ninetales, rocking with a hot bomb or whatever the thing's called. Oh, I remember there's a trick to this circuit. Ninetales almost had a tremendous accident. There's a trick that's kind of risky, but if you get it right, you go really quickly, which we will try this lap around. We will give it a go, because what could possibly go wrong? There is a wreck of a car. It's not Ewan, because Ewan's in 5th. Or it's a slow-moving car up there. Ninetales is absolutely doing the trick that I want to do. It kind of just minimises the amount of time you're in the air, although you've got to be a little bit careful with it, because if you get it wrong, you end up just rolling your car, or we can get wrong off the banking through there and have a tremendous scare. We got away with it. Ninetales is about to take the lead of the race. It's a big tussle for the lead up there between the trophy truck and the hot bomb, although I am not going to go for... Oh, we weren't quite quick enough. I was hoping we were going to be quick enough for that. We are not. We've had to have all sorts of terrible line through there. We just cannot keep up with these vehicles ahead. We are more concerned now about getting caught and passed by Ewan. And I have run deep into turn 1. Ewan is having a look. Can we get our car across there? Oh! We can, but there's a speed beast on the landing zone. Longbow is to the inside. I was going to try and dive down underneath Longbow. I couldn't because there was a Ewan in the way. Okay, well, Speed Beast kind of ruined the jump line that we were planning on taking. Not that it's their fault, but should have looked at the mini-map sooner than I did. We're all going for that line. Longbow's found out the dangerous part of doing it. There was a Lado going slow. We have almost lifted up and scooped a Ewan out of the way. Thankfully, we didn't. There is a broken down Chris, I think, on the side of the road. But that is no problem of ours. Ewan is sliding all over the place there. We will take this jump. We're right on the bumper of that car. Can I duck down for the exit? Not quite. I think third gear is what I've got to keep the car in. Second's just not quite working there. It was a better lap for us. Ewan still sliding, although my turn to slide. Ewan slid all the way on the entrance of that corner. We slid all the way to the exit, pretty much. Speedy's still in an awkward place. Oh, it's actually, it's out. It's dumped. Right, off the banking we run, but it's not going to be quick enough. A tyre just got flung across the track. Ewan's luck is hot. I mean, Ewan's done more laps this race than for the rest of the entire evening. I can't get the front end of my car to turn in down here, which is no good for me. We will take this jump. We'll continue to take that jump in that way. Oh, the hot bomb's slow. Rockin's got in trouble somewhere. Don't know what caused it. Crane was playing very dangerous with the outside of the circuit. Tangled with Ewan, we're going to run in that corner as fast as we dare, trying to make it around the outside. I mean, it's quick, but it's not quick enough. We continue to take this jump. It's been very neat and tidy with me and Ewan across that jump. Ninetales will take victory. It's the race to the line for third. I couldn't get the car to turn and get underneath Ewan's vehicle there. We'll have to settle for fourth. Oh. Yeah, it turned out the shorter gears would have probably actually worked on that one. I mean, I don't think the gears were the big problem. I think I just didn't have the turning grip in that car. I certainly wasn't quite getting turn 1 right. Danger Man gets second with that trophy runner. It was Ewan that gets to the finish line and gets a podium. The Hot Bum, unlucky, got involved in a crash at the end. There is Chris. Something went wrong for Lado. We didn't really see what happened to Lado in there. Kezia lost a wheel, and Crane had a bad run somewhere. So, yeah. I mean, there was problems, as there often is, but... yeah, Ewan made it all the way to the finish of a race, got on the podium and everything. Well done, Ewan. There were 2 dumps, Small Man and Speed Beast, both basically in the same place on the track, and Casey was a lot of laps down, having lost a wheel. So, it was okay. Yeah. Rocken ended up on the side. I'm going to guess you were trying to take the sneaky line and didn't quite land it. that happens a lot. That happens a lot at that track. And that's just how it goes. Shall we do as it was requested? As it was requested. I've got to find... It's not that one. I've got to remember the name of the place that we need to go to here. What was it called? We are looking for... No, not there. Not there. This one. Right. Host's car. 15 laps is probably a bit crazy. It's time for some motorhome figure of eighting. Then this is going to, funnily enough, likely to go a little bit awry. There it is. It is a great vehicle here. It is a fantastic vehicle to cause chaos. Motorhome figure of 8 race. Now, it's likely for a while everything will be fine, and then everything will be less fine. Can we tune this? Oh, everything is locked. I think that's from when we raced them before. You did feel a lot the diff in this because it's going to kind of be teetering and tottering on the edge of falling over quite a lot. So, I hope you're all ready for the mayhem that is Motorhome figure of 8 racing. Evo, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, remember Santa Demo Derby? Oh god, I remember that way back when this game was in Super, what's called Next Car Game. Way back when you had the Santa Demo Derby, you had the open arena that was basically just to showcase the car damage. I do indeed remember. I remember that time with this game. It was cool. It was cool to see this game sort of go through development. I mean, I'd say Wreckfest did a good job of doing early access right. It was fun to watch the development. It was fun. It was always interesting when they released early builds of new circuits that were half built. It was fun. It was interesting because I know nothing about game development and game design and all that. So it was interesting to see that process, so to speak. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool watching the game get developed. And I do remember wasn't a throw Santa game mode as well at one point. Can't remember if that was a thing. We're going to sneak our way past a ladder. We have still got Shadow to the inside. But if we can hold on here, just keep the power down, and we will sneak our way up the inside of Chris. Maybe there's a little bump on the wall. It's 2 and 3 wide up ahead. Crane is now, unfortunately, to the... he's going to be on the inside of us here. Chris is going to try and open that door. I cannot hold that position, although... So, what's happened is Crane is currently being used in the battle between me and Chris, is that Chris used Crane to get past me, and then I used Crane to get past Chris. It's I mean, I wouldn't have said unsporting. It's an entertaining way of doing things, definitely. Casey leads the way. Now, at the moment, things are being calm. They may stay calm. They probably won't. All it takes is one more serious mistake, and for a vehicle to fall off the tail end and to start hitting the crossover points. And that's when all manner of hell is going to break loose. So we're trying to now push Longbow ahead of Rockin so we can try and follow, but it's not going to quite work here. And I've got to be aware that Chris is going to try and fling their vehicle past at any opportunity. We are almost at the point where the leaders are getting hit by the tail end of the pack. There is about to be a crash here. Oh, so there was. Ewan and Lombo all got tangled, and I was trying to be sneaky. I was trying to not always get involved in that crash. We can't let Chris get clear of us, and we won't here. Nope, we will retake this position. The leaders are still not quite hitting the tail end of the group. We're having to drive a very defensive line here. Ewan is battling with Longbow. We've got the nose alongside. Oh, the leader. It's starting to get close to mayhem, pretty much. I'm stuck very far around the outside here. I see the shadow of a laddo, and it's not quite going to be enough to get alongside. There's a little bit of a gap for an orange motorhome. There is a slight bit of a gap. Oh, there's a slight bit of a wall. Unfortunately, that has kind of screwed our run. Oh, and Lado gets hit in the side. It wasn't too bad of a hit. I mean, second gear works for me here. Mostly. Oh, there's a stationary vehicle setting off. So someone's fallen back. That bright green one, not sure who it is out of position. Oh, and now there's a mess. It's a bumpy, I think, has also fallen back. It's setting up to be absolute chaos in the later stages. It's Speed Beast. Unfortunately for me, I might have lost out to Chris, although Chris is going to get stuck on the wrong side of Speed Beast here. We're going to try and fire up the inside of Longbow. Chris is going to try and get underneath, but that's fine. We might get Shadow Marine. I don't even know if they're on the lead lap. We are trying to get to the inside of Bumpy, who does their best to stay out of the way. I mean, it's difficult. You're getting mugged left, right, and centre here. We are still on the outside of Longbow, but it's not quite enough. Chris is going to make it 3 wide into here. We will maybe... No, first wasn't a good call. There's a wall. Oh, God, we pinged off the wall. Oh, crap. Oh, crap! Ewan's nearly fallen over. It is just the desperately shuffle around. Oh, there's a few more vehicles that are slowed down. Ewan was slow over there and slowed down Rocket. We're going to fire ourselves to the inside of this. Ewan is still in the way. Big wreck up ahead. That is Danger Man and someone else, I think. We got a little bump and it's fired us a smidge wide, but that's fine. We'll still get on the power. The blue vehicle has stopped. Bumpy is in a very bad place for us there. That was a bad place for Bumpy as well. We took off most of their health in that crash. Longbow's prizing open the door, although it will be the outside for the next corner. My motorhome's still fairly in one piece. I mean, I shouldn't jinx that, but, you know, it is fairly in one piece. That is a Lado jumped clear. Bumpy and Speed Beast are stuck in the outside wall. Oh, Rockin's fired it to the inside. We've lost a bit of a window frame. We're slightly in less piece than we were. Ewan gets collected by a Lado. Ewan spun. And that is Rockin as well gets collected. We are still battling away with Longbow. We've got one more lap to go here. Gliska leads the way. We're up into 5th place now, which is not too bad. Could have been 4th if we had managed to hold off Chris. They have stopped over there, which is helpful. Longbow might try and send it to the inside. Oh, we desperately tried to sneak our way past Chris towards the line. We can't quite do it. And then there's a big bundle after the finish line. Gliska takes victory. Ninetales is second ahead of Danger Man. We very nearly got to sneak past Chris at the end there, but there just wasn't quite the space to make it work. Lado's Lado's missing a wheel, I think it is. And Shadow is stuck. Bullying a Ewan. Oh. Well, there we go. For those wanting to know what motorhome figure of 8 is like, considering how far back we were at the start of that wasn't too shabby an outcome. I mean, we had to work. I mean, we lent on Longbow a lot. Longbow lent. I mean, me and Chris lent on each other an awful lot through there. And me and Longbow lent on each other quite a lot. But we all gave as good as we got, pretty much. Let's go with the fastest lap of the race, although we were all in traffic for a lot of it, so it's difficult to judge a fastest lap there. Bumpy reckons we should do Hell Ride. It wasn't Bumpy. I do apologise. I swear I saw Bumpy say Hell Ride at some point. I must have just misremembered. But we can do Hell Ride. Why not? We haven't done Hell Ride for the day yet. Let's go to Hell Ride for a quick run. No, definitely not doing that many laps. We'll do 5 laps. We'll do 5 laps with motorhomes at Hell Ride. Don't worry, the toilet race will come later. Now, we have a little rule. When it comes to streams, right? You must take the jump. All right, you've got to take the jump if at all possible. Now, if you get bumped, if there are like 3 vehicles on the approach and you physically can't get on the ramp, it's fair enough to avoid it. But if you physically can take the jump, you've got to. Or take the ramp. You've got to take the ramp. It just makes it way more fun and way more exciting. You will be booed massively if you are a coward and avoid it. Pretty much. Boba Fetzin? I don't know how to pronounce that. But thank you very much indeed for the donation. So a little something for those that can't. Happy New Year, mate. Indeed, happy New Year. I know it's tomorrow, but yeah, happy New Year to everyone. Thank you very much. I apologise for making a mess of your name, but yeah, thank you. It is greatly appreciated. And the sound of white noise. Thank you also for the donation, saying, can I request Motor City Trophy Circuit in double deckers? You can indeed. You can indeed. Is double deckers, are there any restrictions for it? I can't remember. Should be good to do it though. Yeah, should be fine. Alright. Motorhomes are at the ready. Oh, I don't know if I want to be on this. I don't know whether I want to be on the front row here, if I'm perfectly honest. Or a front row alongside Ewan with Lado and Chris pushing. Oh, well. I guess we don't have to take the jump because we can't. We got spun off of it. I would rather spin off of that bit than spin off of it when we're halfway over. At least we got spun on the approach and we only lost 5 health. Kind of sucks that we lost that much ground, but yeah, I think that is one of the better outcomes given the circumstances. Oh, someone has just fallen off the side. Yeah, falling off the side of this is really bad. You really don't want to do that. And we're going to make up a whole heap of places. We're up to 7th again. The field is already heavily spread out. Alright, 3rd gear probably around here. Try and get the power down. Now, the thing to watch for on the exit here, we've got to get the dismount. If you run on the wall for too long, you will just slide down the road, essentially. The pack is incredibly spread out. Lado has just done a very dumb thing. Although, I don't know where that's going to appear. It was not the cleverest driving moment from... I didn't know whether Lado was going to end up pulling forward, so I didn't know quite how much space we were going to have. A lot of cars have just fallen off the ramp, which does benefit me greatly. Oh, there is a bumpy. We will fly through the air with fairly great ease. And I spot... I spot a Chris with what's left of their motorhome up in front. I don't know how many wrecks we have. Ewan is no longer here. I think Ewan was one of the cars that fell off the ramp. So we are a long way up on the wall. Now, the other thing you got to be careful with, you ride on the wall for too long, you actually run the risk of breaking your front left wheel. Oh, okay. That was... I did not know where that thing was going. We panicked and bailed, and then we killed Chris. We actually lost a lot of time in that, because that was proper movie. So far, we've only managed to... Actually, we've not even managed to take the jump once going that direction, because we've been spun, and then... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Actually, we did the second lap around. Danger Man has had a big crash. We have inherited the lead of the race. Lombo is second and is right behind us on the circuit. Yeah, so Danger Man didn't hit that jump fast enough and actually landed on the sort of lip of the ramp, and that caused issues. Alright, we're going to run up on the wall. Oh, we got a wrecking assist. Oh, Danger Man is out. I didn't really do much to Danger Man. Danger Man just fell over on the landing. I don't know whether I punted it while it was tumbling from the landing. Don't think so. There is Ewan. I mean, the rate of attrition or Longbow just fell off the ramp, I think. Chris is still alive. Don't worry, I didn't kill Chris. Chris is still alive. Chris is third at the moment. That's how that one's gone. That's the Wrecker Lado's motorhome there. Whoa! That's bad news for us. Don't know who we hit. We just integrated somebody. Lombo might be about to inherit the lead here. I misjudged where is... Oh, there's Lombo. There's Chris! And Chris has fallen over. Oh, that's a huge wreck. That's so much destruction just occurred there. Yeah. That was pain. Although it is kind of good for me. The whole field's bunched up, which means I hope we are going to be less likely to hit cars on the ramp. Is that a Bumpy stuck? Oh, no, that's a wreck. Bumpy's out. Oh, God, and I am not taking the ramp very well at all. We have landed incredibly awkwardly. So, it is Lombo and Gliska giving chase. Now, we have got to get off of the corner here nicely. We've got to get this landing as well as possible. Here we go. Take off. Oh, the landing is incredibly nicely done. We've still got those giving chase. They're still trying to hunt us down. We'll go back to third gear for this corner. That's what's left of Danger Man's vehicle. We almost topple over. Time to not beans it up here. We've been alright so far, but I know what the curse of the commentator is like. It will be fine. We will cross the line and take victory number 2 of the evening. Oh, bloody hell. Longbow, oh, hello, there we go. Longbow definitely chased us hard there. Ninetales did not have a great run. Oh, was it KZ? I killed on the jump. I definitely killed someone on the jump. Yeah, Daniel's thing is surprisingly healthy. Oh dear. Ewan's vehicle is not what I would call healthy. I'm gonna guess it's lost a wheel, hasn't it? I mean, most of the front, but it is stuck. Oh, it's got moving. It's crawled its way forward. But yeah, Ewan is still technically going. There's going to be quite a few dumps out of this one. There is going to be quite a few dumps. In fact, 8 vehicles finished. Actually, not too bad for Hellride. To be fair, we definitely killed Kezia. Chris did DNF in the end. I didn't kill Chris. I don't know who it was. Whoever tumbled and rolled their way across the ramp in front of me and Chris. It was hilariously cinematic. It just chased us across the road, and we panicked, and neither of us could do anything about it. It was glorious, but I suspect they got broke as well. So yeah, I have absolutely no idea. No idea who it was. It might have been Shadow, possibly. because I think it was someone that died. Could have been Small Man. I think it's someone that died early on. But yeah. Oh, right, let's go. We'll go back for another normal race before we go to the next request one, because we've got plenty of stuff to get. We've got plenty of time. We can do plenty of races. Sandstone Raceway with the Alt Route, whatever that is. Don't know what that one is. Cool. Oh, okay, I do know what this is. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll just stick with uh-oh. Is the best way to sum it up. Christian Sweden, thank you very much for the donation. Saying thanks for streaming, always appreciated. Ah, well, I am, as ever, glad to hear. Glad you're enjoying some Wreckfest mayhem on a Friday evening. A Woolala to the FailRace stewards. Thank you for the donation saying, due to multiple track violations not taking the jump, we hereby give Alex a 30-second grid penalty. We are not paid by Lado in any way. I would like to point out, at no point did I gain an advantage. I got spun off the ramp once, which I had no control over, and the next one I was avoiding a crash and lost a lot more time avoiding it. So, you know, there is that. Oh, I need to sort out a car. I don't want to drive the motorhome around here. We are going to drive the Hammerhead. I'm driving the Hammerhead just because I know I like how it drives. That's it drives nicely. I can figure out the brakes most of the time, and it just it's just a safe bet. Some of the other ones, I mean, the Stella I like. I have a fast one of those. There's a few other cars I don't mind too much. It is just, yeah. I do not have to listen to the stewards. Technically, if they're FailRace stewards, I own the stewards, so I control what they do. I feel like that's an abuse of power. But there we go. I will go for a 10-second penalty. 5 seconds for each time I miss the ramp. Just so it's not a completely boring video. But I will get off the line so I don't block anyone. Right, so we will park up here, and at 15 seconds we will go, and we will see how close we can get to the pack. Now, there is also a chance that we don't see anybody. There's a oh god, I've just realised what track this is. This probably wasn't the track to have a really slow start, but never mind. We're going to be in a precarious place very quickly. Yeah, we'll see if we can catch. This is a pretty bloody fast car at the end of the day, and there's going to be chaos that inevitably unfolds. I should say Speedbeast is streaming this on their phone to play it, so it is having probably a tougher time driving than you would normally. So if that car's a bit all over the place, yeah, they're streaming from their Xbox to their phone. I think that's the thing, right? Oh, don't know where the course goes. Over here, apparently. So I imagine the input lag is quite real on that. But it's a thing you can do with an Xbox. I just have never used it or needed to, and I don't know how it works. But there we go. That's a quick corner. This is also a fast corner. I think I do remember this track now. I quite like this circuit, actually. It's like a nice, fast, flowing circuit. I think there's a ladder I spot coming up. This is going to be absolute carnage. As expected, there is a gap that we have found, and we are to the inside of Daniel. Don't slide too much. There we go. We get across in front of them. I mean, my main goal is to just chase down Lado. I mean, that's the main goal always of any race, I think, pretty much, is to just chase down a Lado. Oh, we're going to get some sliding and, again, more moving around over the crests. This is a cool circuit, actually. It's so fast. It's really rewarding to just throw the cars about when you get it right. When you get it wrong, you have a tremendous shunt, pretty much. Lado with a lot... Oh, it's not Lado. I do apologise, Shadow. I mean, we do want to hunt down a Lado. I just saw a yellow estate car, and I presumed it was Lado at the end of the day. Not going to quite make space, find a way past Bumpy there. We might get alongside here, but I know what's going to happen. Yep, I knew Bumpy was liable. Sorry, Bumpy. But I knew that car was liable to get in trouble over there. It was what I was trying to avoid. Unfortunately for me, there was only so much that that we could do. Oh, there is some debris. I'm going to guess Lado and the stock car might have got together in that one. Because they suddenly lost a whole heap of time. We've caught up a bit. The top 10 might be achievable. Ninetales miles out in front. God, get turned, please, over the crest. Here we go. All is fine. We can keep it flat through a lot of that. I mean, we can see some fun battles going on up ahead, and I'm hoping we can maybe catch some of them. I mean, we're hoping for maybe a little bit of chaos to befall some vehicles. I think something might have gone with Rockin's controller, or because that was suddenly going slow at a weird angle. We're not going to get past the stock car like that. We might, though, if it runs wide and takes the fence out with it. That will do very nicely. Right, don't hit that inside mound of dirt too hard, but we do want to kind of cut it as much as possible. Right, we are going to be in the mix of all of that. I forgot, I was so busy chasing the car ahead, I forgot that we were going to be sliding through the traffic and ended up in trouble there. I think any chance we have of catching a Ladosaurus is gone with that. We tried to slot the car. To be fair, it was surprisingly well slotted through the middle. Oh, I locked the brakes. Don't lock the brakes. On that one, yeah, it was surprisingly well slotted through the middle. Unfortunately, just lost a little bit too much time. The stock car's eaten some tyres. Not really the best diet for a stock car. I think Gliska may have lost a wheel up there, because there is a pink and blue car going quite slowly all of a sudden, and that looks like it is missing a front wheel. That's unfortunate. That is not what you need. There is a speed beast out of contention. I love this little section. That's such a good... The final couple of corners on this track are just amazing. The final corners on this circuit are fantastic when you get them right. We will pass the stock car. I think the Stella might have been the one that I hit and kind of screwed up a bit in all of that. Yeah, we're not going to catch a Lado. All we can do is go for a fastest lap of the race. We're probably not going to beat Ninetales, funnily enough. But we can go for a personal best and see how close we can get to Ninetales' lap time. That's always a good goal. This is actually a really fun circuit. I think I've driven a version of this, but I actually really liking this track. I know, admittedly, I have spent most of my time on my own around it, so we have kind of been more hot lapping it. Oh, not got that corner right. But yeah, it's such a fast flowing track. When you get it right, it's awesome. When you get it wrong, you have a tremendous crash, pretty much. I don't know whether we've got the grip to kind of be flat all the way through here. I'm going to guess probably not. It's kind of just delicately balanced on the throttle. Want to be? I think you probably could be. If you knew the circuit well enough, I think you could be flat through there. Oh. I mean, we did a decent recovery drive. 106.2. I mean, so we were up there with Kezia, pretty much. We were the third fastest lap, but it was nearly identical between me and the Stella. And then there's Ninetales, who was 2 seconds quicker than everyone. Like, we were a similar time to Kezia, to Dangerman, to Ewan, to Longbow. And then there's Ninetales. That's quite... Well, I mean, we know Ninetales is unbelievably fast at this game. That's quite ridiculous. The Raven is a pretty good car. Mine was used more for sumo than for anything else. But yeah. Oh, dear. Drake, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, a Wreckfest haiku, enjoy. Toilets attempt race. Lado loses, Alex wins the third. Motorhomes, big crashing. Yeah. Yeah, that basically sums up our experience with this game. P.S. My belief is that FailRace stewards might be Rob in disguise. I posed as FR Gods and stewards before. Does it depend on whether they're trying to make the Cult of 69? I can probably check. How do I check? Where do I go? Where? Aha. Aha. Hold on. Let's go and have a check. Was your plan? I do know. I do know. Do I tell? I figured out how I can find it. But God dear. FailRace stewards being paid for by Lado is despicable. It's despicable. However, what are we going to do next? We were going to do... I think we're going to do a toilet race. Let's do a toilet race around... Where shall we go for a toilet? It's a weird sentence to say. It is a very weird sentence to say. Do we have... I don't actually know where we want to go race the toilets, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think where's going to be an interesting... Might go... Actually... Is this the one I think it is? Okay, yeah, this... I like this circuit, but it's a bit narrow for a stream race, so a toilet race here should be fine. You know... if it's a DLC vehicle, so if you don't have it, I guess you have to drive like a bumper car or a lawnmower or the Pocket Rocket. I think the Pocket Rocket's DLC as well. So yeah, if you don't have the honeypot, I might have to... what we'll do is we'll get everyone in honeypots, and those that don't have it, that can't get it, I will unlock it at the end, and then you can go and get in a bumper car or something. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. The toilet is genuinely pretty fast. From what we have seen. I think most people will have it. Okay, it might actually let... Did I not set it as host's card? I did set it as host card, but it has let people ready up with... Oh, it might let people ready up with a lawnmower. I think it might be Shadow, unfortunately. That... I'll just do that, so... so that people without it, there you go. Okay, right, Shadow, you get a lawnmower. It should now work for those that do not. So we've got one lawnmower against a field of honeypots. Okay, yeah, the lawnmower's fine. It's a shame that the honeypot is a DLC vehicle. I guess it was to encourage people to buy the DLC, etc. But you know, here we go. Yes, GTA Online needs to introduce toilets purely for racing Brown Pants Championship. The problem is, though, Brown Pants tracks would have to be made even narrower, because the toilet would get through the Brown Pants walls far too easily. So, yeah, you'd have to have even narrower walls for the for the toilets. But, I mean, with the amount of vehicles and nonsense that GTA has, a drivable toilet is not the most ridiculous thing. I'm sure there are mods for it. There definitely is a mod for it. I haven't seen it, but I know what people are like when it comes to modding games. It definitely will exist. So there you go. If it's stupid, someone's modded it into GTA 5. Right. We might have a couple of lawnmowers. I mean, I do think the toilet is the toilet's proved. So well, Speed Beast will just fall off the sofa car. I think the toilet is considerably better. The lawnmowers, there are two of you. Danger Man is the one. There's always one. There's always one that's not readied up. And this time around, it is. There we go. It is the Dan German. But here we go. Mayhem is about to happen as the toilets go racing. There is a lawnmower in the midst of all of this. We are like 3 wide, but these are so narrow you'll get away with it here. Ewan bounced across. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, dearie me. There's some crashing. Lado... Well, I don't think Lado really fully sent us to the wall, but Lado definitely... We were definitely aware of Lado's passing attempt, shall we say. He's just wobbling. The silliest thing. Oh! Sorry, lad. Okay. I mean, I was not quite going for that much. I was waiting for a Lado. We very much murdered a Lado. No, look, I was waiting. Lado might be trying to murder us back. I was waiting for you, and then I gave you a little bit of space, and then you tried to kill us. So now I think we're just going to go for a run away. Oh, someone's up on the hill. I don't quite know how they ended up there. Oh, and Lado's fallen over. Right. Oh, there's a bumpy's fallen off the toilet. There's a wall there. There's definitely some weird sentences coming from this race. Never has that ever had to be said before. And well, actually, Bumpy lives on a boat. In really rough water, have you ever got chucked off the... I don't know. Well, it's a canal boat, so I doubt it gets really rough enough to, like, for you to be on the loo and suddenly it tip and sends you flying. I don't know. I don't know much about boats, if I'm honest with you. I mean, maybe it's possible. I mean, it's more likely on a boat than it is for the rest of us. You know, if it's for me to fall off the toilet, things have gone really wrong, right? I feel like we've digressed quite a lot from what we were supposed to be doing, but never mind. We have got a couple more laps to go. Can we catch and pass Ewan? That is the question. I don't really know, because I don't feel like I've got much speed with the bog. No, definitely not. We've fallen off the loo. That's gone poorly. Oh, I love how I can still drive the vehicle. Whoa. Come on. It's basically just a small V8 underneath a shed. That's what we've got here. It's just a small V8 with a shed on top of it that happens to look like a toilet. Right, we've got to get... But we can't get beaten by the lawnmower now. That would be terrible. We've got one lap to try and rectify this. I think we were pushing just a bit too hard, desperately trying to catch Ewan. Oh, someone's gone very wide back there. We have had a small falling over with the toilet. It does happen sometimes. Oh, it looks like Ewan might have had a small falling over with the toilet as well. No, that was too much speed. I was trying my best to make up lap time, and that was a little bit too much. A little too much bravery for us, which maybe we shouldn't have done, because we are quick here. Come on, we got to find a way past the lawnmower. Can we fire a pass to the inside through here? Oh, we can. It's a really sneaky pass. It was a really sneaky pass. But we made it work. I mean, the lawnmower ran wide a bit on its own. It was a full-on, like, NASCAR slide job almost of a pass. It wasn't quite perfect in positioning on that one. Oh, and there's a parked Lado. Things have not gone according to plan for the Ladosaurus, unfortunately. Oh, Lado's fallen off the bog. In fact, Lado's toilet was on fire briefly, and Lado's on the floor. Things have gone wrong. Well, that was... Oh, Lado's got lag problems. That's an issue. Did anybody else? I can't say I've come across any myself with this server. I don't know. Is anybody else struggling with any lag at the moment? I wonder if Lado's got some internet trouble up that end. That is unfortunate. Right, let us go. That was some toilet racing. It was, as expected, quite silly. What was I looking for? Car restrictions. Let's go back to B class, and we will go for the close eyes and see where we might be going racing. Rattlesnake Race Park, sure. Main circuit, 6 laps. If this is the one I think it is, it is. Awesome. Bystander, thank you very much indeed for the donation. Saying appreciate the stream. Here's a tip. Spend it on heating. Yes, because heating and the electricity is stupidly expensive. I presume it is everywhere in the world. It certainly is in England. What are we going to drive? Do I drive something different? Oh, wait. We're at this off-road track. Oh, I'm tempted to drive that because I know it'll survive the bumps, but I also know it's not very quick. I might just, to be honest, if in doubt, go for this. It might get chucked about across the bumps. That's the concern. This is based on a real life track, I believe. That's kind of like a trophy truck, off-roady truck, buggy kind of a circuit. So with the bumps, the essentially Opel Manta might have a little bit of problem. Rob is. I am also on the cider tonight. I have got cider. I'm stocked up on gin for, I don't know how it's going to work, for Sunday's Survive the Hunt stream that is going to be fantastically mad. So yeah, I am stocked up on gin, ready for that one. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm hoping Lado doesn't get me to drive again at the end of the stream. It probably won't go too well. Apollo, have you moved since I started this stream? We are an hour, nearly 2 hours in. I don't think you've moved. Nope. You are completely oblivious to the world. I mean, that's how we like O'Malley. It makes life much easier. There might be distracted cats. I don't know. The cats can come in the office. Eve has learned, right? I have a big dog bed in my office, right? Mostly for Apollo. But when Apollo isn't in the office, for example, Eve quite likes to use the big dog bed. It's nice and comfy, so she'll curl up, she'll need it, and she'll curl up and go to sleep on it. Of course, she doesn't really like sharing it with Apollo, and Apollo isn't sure about sharing it with her yet. They do kind of share, but they have tried. Anyway, if Eve wants the dog bed, she has learnt a new tactic. If she's in the office and Apollo's here, what she does is she has learnt. Oh dear, we've got punted. Basically, she has learned that if she goes to leave the office, Apollo will follow her. Because Apollo wants to know where she's going, so Apollo will just follow her. Oh dear. So, yeah. Eve wants the dog bed, but she leaves the office. Apollo gets off the bed to follow her. She quickly turns around and runs and jumps on the bed. And then Apollo doesn't know what to do with himself. And if he's, because he is a very big, strong dog. If he gets a bit too rough, I have to tell him off because I can't have him hurting the cat and everything. So yeah, Eve has learned within about 2 days that if she wants the dog bed, all she has to do is run to the door, quickly turn around, and then she can go back and steal it from Apollo. It's like, cats are so sneaky. Cats are so sneaky. And yeah, she does that now. She was doing it this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. She's very, very sneaky. Cass is still a little bit less sure about the dog at the moment. He is, he's fine. Cass is quite kind of a scaredy cat to begin with, and if the dog is moving around like a lunatic, like running and jumping and bouncing, Cass just runs away. So if the dog goes too close to him with any sort of energy, Cass is not interested in it. So yeah, Cass kind of keeps his distance on the most part. But yeah, I love Eve's strategy for bumpy. Eve's strategy for dog bed stealing is just a glorious thing. If at any point I happen to notice what's going on, I will film because it is hilarious. But yeah, there we go. Right, we are up into 12. Considering we were in the concrete at the start, I mean, there's only so much we can realistically do here. We're not going to be winning this race. There is a big tussle in front of us that we could maybe try and get involved with. Mr. Bean's Mini's wandered a little bit wide. It'll be fast on the exit. Oh, that is a very French-looking car, having gone around. We're going to try and cut underneath the bumpy here. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, no. I should probably have lifted on that one. 4 wide was always going to be a problem. Yeah, this one's gone poor. I mean, we've not actually sustained that much damage, but... oh, there's a gear in there somewhere. Oh, this Shadow, we ended up flipping you over on the first lap. Oh, there was a gear in there as well that we needed. It's gone quite badly wrong for us here. And the Stella's not been a bad car. It's not really had issues with the jumps. It's just like the landings of them. Just not had the luck. I don't know whether we will be able to get some speed. We can try and set a fast lap. We'll be on our own for the final couple of laps, so yeah, we will try and we will see what we can do pace-wise. But I'm not expecting crazy amounts. I mean, we will be able to take the preferred line through there, which is something. We can take this jump. I don't know whether you want to run wide into this corner. Possibly not that wide, though, and definitely not that wide. Oh. Yeah. Don't go exploring for new lines, apparently. I wonder whether you could use the banking to try and slow the car. Or not, sorry, to turn the car, but I don't think you can. I don't think it's steep enough banking for it to quite work, so it was worth a look. I don't think we're really going to be doing much exciting in this race, so for science, I think it's worth a try just to see, but no, it's not going to. You'll be better off just driving the corner sensibly. It's not really steep enough banks to make the most of it. Like here is, actually, I mean, it's kind of uphill. It's not, none of it's really as steeply banked as you'd want it to be to kind of cheese any of that, which is a shame. If we move back across over here, might be the way to make it work. Just trying to open up this corner a little bit. One more lap to go. It has been not the best of races. It happens. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you just have these not great races. One more lap to go. Try and set a competitive lap time with the Stella, which I know the car is capable of it. There is a couple of vehicles in front, but I doubt we are going to catch them. In fact, we might time out, to be honest. Danger Man was some 30 seconds down the road, so I don't know when it starts the countdown timer. It hasn't started yet, so maybe half the cars have to finish? I thought it started... Oh, it's actually 40 seconds as well. Okay, it's a slightly longer timer than I realised. I mean, we're going to finish the race, but it's going to be unspectacular from us. Oh, Gliska's finished the race in a very poor condition. And we will steal the wing as we cross the finish line. 54.6 for us was alright. It put us around 5th, 6th place kind of lap time-ish. Lado was quick. Slightly quicker than us. Yeah. Not too bad. But, yeah, definitely. I mean, there was more speed in that car. I think I could have got a high 53. That final lap was still a bit scruffy by me. Just, it wasn't our race. It wasn't our race, and that was sometimes the way it goes, essentially. Right. Where shall we go next? We will go for... Fincross, sure. And we will drive it the normal way around. We'll stick with B-class cars. This is a pretty good circuit. I might make it a couple of laps longer. Shady Brady, thank you for the donation. Saying, new rule for Survive the Hunt on Sunday. Everyone has to drink during the stream. Great way to celebrate the new year. Well, that is unless they're massively hungover already. That is the downside of doing it on the 1st. And it will mean the hunters will gradually get worse. It'll skew the results. The hunters will get worse and worse as time goes on, and it's in the snow, so it's going to be really difficult anyway. It's going to be a mess, but it's going to be a glorious mess. That is the hope. That is the hope. That is the hope. Don't worry, Sound. I haven't forgotten to go to Motor City. We will. We've still got some time. But yeah, I'm trying to spread out some of the the wacky races amongst some sensible races. We've had some really good actual wheel-to-wheel racing in this one. So, not that I've been involved with all of it. It started the streams gradually. The more cider I've actually, I've not had very much cider. As I said, the more cider I've had, the worse the racing's got, funnily enough. But I've not had very much. So it's just, as time has gone on, I mean, we've got unlucky a little bit in places. I mean, we had the random penalty that I feel like was not at all justified. But I'm going to stick with the Stella. It is a good car. I'm probably not the best person in the world to get the most out of it. However, we shall try. I think Speed Pieces have to go. Thank you for stopping by. There will potentially be a space in the lobby for anyone who wants to join. If you do want to join, by the way, you are more than welcome to. This is just a public lobby, so you just find the lobby. We're on Xbox. Find the one that's called Casino Royale's lobby, and then you are welcome to come join. Basically, Bumpy helped us into that first corner. Oh, there's a little bit of leaning going on. We're just trying to get through here without ending up spinning, which we have done. Oh, Bumpy's ended up in the side of Gliska. We're going to sneak through the inside. Bumpy ends up out wide. Gliska will get back past us. That's fine. I'm trying not to get my front bumper caught. Lado is to the lead of the race. We have got Gliska second. I'm third. Danger Man is fourth. Bumpy is still up there with that raid-in somewhere. I have lost track of it now, though. We will get the front end turned through here if we can, which we do. Gliska's going to end up a little bit out of position down here. Oh, we try to profit. Bumpy's there having a look. Unfortunately, that have a look to the inside puts us on the outside through here. Oh, Bumpy sent it. Oh, we are going to get stuck out there. Now you see the whole, and Lado has, something's happened to Lado, either disconnected or crashed. Didn't see. Oh, I mean, where did you want me to go? I was up against the fence. There's very little I could do in that one at that point. I don't know whether Bumpy had made contact with the back of Danger Man's car or they didn't realise they were three wide, but I was already up against an immovable fence. I'm not quite sure what the grand plan was on that. By the time I realised they were moving across, it was too late to get on the brakes. That's unfortunate. I have a feeling what might have happened is Bumpy got hooked to the back, or made contact with Danger Man's back of the rear quarter. It turned Danger Man across, which then continued the contact, and I was just stuck against the wall. There's not a huge amount I can do at that point, unfortunately. That's way too fast into turn one. We'll survive, but only just. That was very nearly a very big accident. Lado's been unlucky. Don't know quite what happened to that. Had a nice, sensible lead and everything, and it all fell apart. Through there, we are trying to be neat and tidy, make lap time where we can. Oh, there is a Lado out wide. I think Lado is continuing to have lag issues, internet issues along the way. I don't think things are going well, unfortunately. It is forever the bane of online games, whatever it might be. There's always a chance, especially for racing games, always a chance you're going to have some form of connection issues, and it makes racing, especially close racing, very difficult. First gear, probably not the one. Through there. Jeez, that was very close. Alright, can we catch anyone before the end of the lap? It is the final lap of the race. I mean, we definitely got some pace here. This car is quick. It's quick and it's nice to drive, but we have got a mountain to climb and only a few corners in which to do it. I don't think a top 10 is going to be on unless there is a very big shunt up ahead. There's always a possibility. This is the kind of track that does produce them sometimes. It doesn't look like it. Nah, I wasn't even that good through that final sector either. I mean, we closed, but we just ran out of time. Yeah, the car was quick. Unlucky. We were just in a wrong place, wrong time, essentially. And that's that. We're down to a 55.6. I mean, we were quick. We were quick. Although we were roundabouts everyone else's pace. Ninetales fastest with the Gorby. Glisco would take victory, though, ahead of Longbow. Dangerman would end up 4th, ahead of Ewan. Ugh. Yeah, it's a slight shame it ended the way that it did. We were having a very good battle up until that, up until that point. Our next race is going to be silly. Right. Oh, there we go. Microphone is back. Why? I don't understand this microphone. I didn't even move to pull the wire at all. It just decided. But it's not microphone. I'm pretty sure it's the wire. Yeah. I don't know why it's being a pain in the ass. If you don't have a double decker, then go in a lawnmower or something. Or go in the super van, actually. I take it back. You can go in the super van. I think you can rent one of those. Owen, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, hey, Alex, I remember you having a racing wheel. How much for you to try Wreckfest on a wheel and pedals? Pretty sure I have done. Did I not do a video on Wreckfest on a wheel and pedals? It was a long time ago. Yeah. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. The main reason why I wouldn't use a wheel and pedals too much for the game is half the fun of Wreckfest is that you can look around and see the chaos going on. And when you're certainly with the wheel, I have with most of the wheels, you don't have a look around button very easily. So, that's the main reason why I don't don't do too much. Certainly with Wreckfest, it is good fun on a wheel. I have, whether it's been made into a video or not, I don't know. I definitely have driven Wreckfest on a wheel and pedals. It's pretty good entertainment. That is for sure. Apparently, Lado has a video of their lag that's going on. How terrible is the lag for a Lado? It is an unfortunate thing when. Oh god, yeah. Lado's got the full lag jitters. That's horrific. That is some seriously bad lag. That is some seriously bad lag for Lado. Oh, it's just when games decide, or when the internet decides it doesn't want to work, you're just in for a not very good time. Alright, come on, Shadow. Time to get ready. Time for us to go racing. Yeah, Lado's ping isn't too bad. I don't know what is going on with that. It is a little bit worse. I mean, Lado's ping is about as bad as BoatNet. Is it as bad as Longbow's? Yeah. I mean, it's not that crazy. I don't know why it's so bad. Oh, I do need to change off Hofer's car, of course. I forgot about that. There we go. Right, you should now be able to ready up with the super van. Forgot about that one. There we go. Right, we should be good to go. We are ready to tackle the trophy truck circuit with double-decker cars. If I manage to get through here without falling over, I will be astonished. We are in the middle of the pack. There's one super van amongst a horde of double-decker cars. Maybe the super van will win. Who knows? What I do know is this is about to probably not go very well. Or over the jumps we head. There is a fallen over car. There's another fallen over car, and there's another fallen over car. Oh, there's a jump there. That one we do need to take. We're to the outside of Longbow. Oh, we don't want contact. Contact would be bad. These fall over quite nicely on their own. The last thing you need is help. Chris did take the ramp, which you kind of want to avoid the ramps if possible, because just when you're in the air, you're not putting power down. Oh, don't get the top car caught on the catch fence. That would be bad. I mean, this double-decker monstrosity is nearly taller than the catch fence here, but you know, I'm sure health and safety wouldn't have massive concerns about this at all. I mean, I suspect the spine of the people driving this car would be disintegrated over these jumps pretty quickly. I'm out of position all the way through that section. Ninetales will find a way past, I have no doubt. Oh, God. I cannot even get across for that jump, even if I wanted to take it. We got hung out wide by everybody. Oh, there's been a massive shunt up ahead. Oh, no. No way we could avoid that one. Thankfully, they managed to spin it around relatively well to recover. Yeah, it's just you commit. Oh, it's just kind of committed to some of these lines. I mean, okay, we're in sixth. The leader is a fair way away, and I'm probably not going to be fast enough to catch regardless. Ninetales is full send through that first section. I'm not going to get the car pulled across to the left. It's just like I don't want to take the big jump, but I'm better off taking the big jump than getting the car really unhappy trying to change direction. Whoever is up ahead of Gliska looks like the little Tykes car. I don't know if that's Danger Man, maybe. But from a distance, when we're up close, it probably won't look. It's little Tykes or whatever it was. I don't know whether that's what they were going for or whether it's just a happy coincidence. It's quite funny either way. This group here could close up. It depends on if Ninetales and Gliska are catching the cars ahead. I mean, if they all bunch up and start fighting, there's a chance. We are kind of stuck, sadly, in a little bit of no man's land, and I cannot get my braking right with this vehicle to save my life. No. It's so bad. I am just not very good with this at the end of the day. Oh, so much understeer. Yeah, there's just a mile of understeer through there. We will take the low ramp on these. We can get it turned through this section. Ninetales has had a big send to the inside, and we'll get the place. Oh, that is a spin. Oh, small man that has gone around. Yeah, not very much Gliska could have done in that one, I don't think. And that's such a bad place to be spun. Such an awful place to end up pointing the wrong direction. Right, this time around we are nicely aligned to take the smaller ramps. That's what we like. Could we be on for making a pass for fourth somewhere if we get these corners right? Maybe. A podium, I think, is just a little bit out of reach for us. Just don't see how we could do it, barring an accident, of course. There is always a chance. We were in double-decker cars. There is always a chance of things going terribly, terribly wrong. Gliska's overdriven that corner just a smidge. What can we do here? We've got the apex that time around. What I'm going to do with the jump coming up, if Gliska takes it, I will take it. If not, I will not. Basically, we'll try and keep it fair. I do think the ramp should extend across the entire track. It feels a bit cheating, being able to avoid it. It looks like Gliska is going to take the jump, so we shall. There's no one behind us. We are, unfortunately, pretty much out of range there is a wreck car in the middle of the road, which if Gliska has any trouble navigating, we could... Well, I was thinking about trying to fire it to the inside. Rocken takes the victory. We couldn't quite get close enough. I think Longbow might get second, or I'm not sure who it is. Third is going to go the way of Ninetails. We could only... Oh, no, Longbow's behind us, and so it might be Danger Man in second then. Not sure. It was indeed Danger Man in second. We just did not have the pace of Rocken and Ninetails. They're just far too quick in the double-deckers. Who's got battered? Bumpy's got a bit broken. We didn't crash into Bumpy this time around. Lado... Lado's... Oh, Lado's caught Bumpy. Oh, that one is still rolling. Hey, the super van finishes. It's the Bumpy and Lado crash into each other. So there is that. It could have been crazier, to be honest. It could have been crazier. It was actually quite a good race. We were just trying to chase down Gliska at the end there. We were getting closer. We just ran out of time. It was shockingly sensible. If ever there were, it's not a sentence you normally say when you're summing up FailRace, but it was shockingly sensible. There's no way it should be that sensible at all. So let's make sure it's not sensible for the next race, shall we? We'll stick with the double-deckers. Actually, no, we won't, because not everyone has them. But what we will do... Let's go to an old favourite. We will have... let's go C-Class cars. Around Crash Canyon. We're not quite to the bus portion of the stream yet. But we will go with some C-Class. Because we don't often actually race normal cars around... around this circuit. What car do I want is the question. Do I go with the Gremlin? The Bulldog was very quick when I drove it. But this track has got some long straights, which will be its own... you know what? I'm going to brave it. We are going to brave the Bulldog. And I'm going to open the second can of cider. They're only little cans, it's fine. We are on to our second... Don't drink and drive, folks. But drinking and gaming is fine. Rob, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, one last try for 69 before I head off. Thank you very much. Thank you for dropping by the stream and for your donations. It is always much appreciated. The 69 didn't quite work. It's the 66 this time around. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you have a good rest of your day. What have we got racing in this race? We got Ninetails has a Bulldog, probably better built than mine. Will definitely be faster driven than mine. Sunrise, Nexus, Cardinal. Okay, that could hit hard. Dominator, TriStar's not too strong. Not got too many heavy hitters actually. The Cardinal's probably the biggest, heaviest vehicle in this, to be honest with you. What's the Blade? The Blade might be. Depending on how this race goes, it could be a great call to go for a heavyweight. It's unlikely we don't generally see too many DNFs at Crash Canyon because, well, everyone sticks to the right side of the road. There's no reason not to. Longbow's gone for a Star Beast. They're quite a big muscle car thing. So. Yeah, when we're driving normal cars around here, you sometimes get absolutely mad races where everything that could go wrong does. Sometimes you get really close, good races, and sometimes you get things a little bit spread out. It really will depend on what happens. So, we shall be prepared. We shall be ready for anything, kind of. Maybe. I'm not really sure we're ready for anything. We shall hopefully survive. That's what I'm going for here. Hopefully survive. What's the Gremlin in this game? Oh, never mind. Chris has heard that, or either Chris has heard the stream or has had a look and realised, no one else has gone a heavyweight. El Matador, we know that will hit hard. I do not want to get hit by the El Matador. That's, that could do some serious damage in any of these crashes. We will be getting underway shortly. Everyone is ready, game. Come on. Everyone, there we go. Oh, I don't know if okay, it's not a bad spot on the grid. I don't know whether I want to start on pole. Oh, that's the blade. I thought the blade was the, like, big... Why did I think the blade was, like, the big Fury thing? It isn't. It is the Firebird, kind of. We are going to hopefully sneak our way past the Cardinal, and indeed we do. We get a little bit of a boop on the landing, and that is fine. So we have Nexus versus Bulldog up at the front. There is a crash for a rocket through there. So the Nexus is a little quicker than us in a straight line, as I was expecting. We are perhaps a little bit better in the corners than the Nexus. Yeah, we could even turn underneath it here. But we're not quite going to be able to get the pass completed at the moment. We will go side by side, and we've got to be careful because Ewan is right behind us. Ewan is actually on the wrong side of the road at the moment. Now, I don't really want to give the inside away if I can help it, which does mean I take a funky line through here for the moment. But we are off the corner nicely, and there is still a Nexus all over the back of us. The Nexus looks like it belongs in a completely different race series to the one that we are currently running in around this sort of a circuit. The Nexus looks far too much like a proper track car. We are trying to force it the long way around, but I think the Nexus is going to get us again. And indeed it is, and Ewan is coming to join the pole, although the Nexus was bad on the landing of the jumps there. So the Nexus struggles with the bumps, and I'm stuck on the tight line here, which I don't really want to be on. However, it's what we've got. I'm so glad there wasn't a car bouncing towards us. We might be clear. The Bulldog's quite good on these bumps. I shouldn't say that, because I am sure we are going to have an unfortunate accident at any time now. Or the Nexus tried to send it. The Nexus really tried to send it. It did not quite get it to work, though. We are back into the lead. Ewan is there, and is that Danger Man with the Dominator, or is it Ninetails? I'm not sure what car Ninetails was driving. Rockin tries to fire it to the inside, can't make it stick. It's going to have to be careful that Ewan doesn't look for a way back or a way past. We are expecting the Nexus. The Nexus is trying to essentially do the slide job into these corners, which, go for it. I prefer this wider line in the Bulldog anyway, and it kind of it maximises my exit speed, which is needed in a car that doesn't have much straight line speed. So for the moment, it's kind of working. The Nexus is making enough lap time doing it to keep ahead of Ewan. That time cannot make it work. We've got to be careful because we are catching a back marker, and I got all sorts of out of shape through there. That's a little bit of a problem. Ewan is very much in the party now. Right. Can we... Oh, the Nexus is at the wall. Ewan is now here. Oh no, neither of us could steer. Oh crap, I'm sorry, Ewan. You got... Ewan got hooked on the rear bumper of my car and I couldn't steer. And once that collision started, it just dragged us towards the oncoming lane. I'm so sorry, Ewan, but there was nothing I could do on that. The bullet is going to turn up. Rocket, sorry. It's going to turn up, and at least we are past it now. We have got a few more laps to try and get back past the Nexus. We, yeah, very, very much killed. Well, Ewan did get murdered in that. Ewan's wonderfully terrible luck continues. This Bulldog, I definitely think the Bulldog is the faster of these two cars. It just carries the corner speed that much better than the Nexus. And the Nexus doesn't like the jumps. It lands very heavily on the nose through here. Right. Can we keep running this high line? Oh, that was a little too high, unfortunately, for me. We are running out of time now. We have got to get a move on here. Oh, there is a Stella missing a wheel. Now that's something we've got to watch out for. Cars with damage will suddenly become a lot more difficult to drive around here. We do not want to have one of them end up in front of us and take us out of what has been a wonderful battle at the front here. The Nexus has got the run down here. We have definitely got the speed in the corners. The Nexus is up against the fence. It didn't want to be doing that this lap around. There was quite a close call with one car heading towards us. Oh, right, we have got Small Man with the three-wheeled Stella. We are past that. Why I'm following the Nexus's line into there. I mean, it can't get off the corner quite as well. Okay, we have got a Rocket that is about to go a lap down, that's in a little bit of an awkward place for me. They do a very good job of keeping out of the way. Not that me and Rockin made it very easy for them there. We made that one really difficult for them because I wanted the outside, Rockin wanted the inside, and the poor Stella was small. Rocket was trying to figure out where to go. We have got ourselves to the inside. Can we make this work? The Nexus is going to want to get the run off the corner. It's going to be a drag race towards the line. We've got murdered by something. I don't know what it was. Something flailed across the track. And the race has come to an end, but not how we expected it. Oh. We had such an astonishingly good race the whole way through. I think I might have got the run to the line because I think the Nexus was going to bottom out along the way. So I think we would have got the run to the line anyway. But something spun into the path. Was it Chris? I think it was Chris. I think it was the El Matador that got hit and spun into the leaders. Or spun on their own, I don't know. It looked like the El Matador certainly got into trouble. Small Man lost a wheel for a while. That was a great race. Ewan saying, "I hope your toast is cold." I do apologise. I didn't intend to put you in there at all. Once the contact was made, my car was steering left. I could not pull it away, and unfortunately, you were stuck going that direction, and you hit the cars before I did. It could have really easily ended up with both of us being out. To be like at that point, it could really easily have killed both of us. It was just unlucky. But there we go. Yeah, Ninetales was catching us slowly, not by quite enough. At the end there, that was a wonderful battle for the lead. That was a fantastic battle for the lead. Just such a Wreckfest finish. That was such a Wreckfesty finish. It was glorious. Right. I do believe. Danger Man finished upside down and about 10 feet in the air. Sound like Clint Boyer at that point. Shall we? Shall we go to somewhere we haven't gone yet today? It only seems right that we should go here. The question is, what do we go here with? I mean, I know what we're going to go here with. We are going, of course, to go here with the bus. Wait, did I not accept? Apparently not. Okay, I know what I did wrong. So, we are going to run here with the bus. Now, we have a rule. We have a rule when we run with the bus at the death loop. And the same with when we do Hellride. Okay, the rule is you must take the loop. However, the bus can complete the loop. The only way it can do it is if you get a good run off the hairpin. So if, for whatever reason, you are slow off the hairpin, if you are dodging vehicles, if you make contact with other vehicles and you slow down, don't take the loop, you will break it. So you've got to take the loop if you can, if you have a clean run, but be aware that to make the loop, the bus has to pretty much have a perfect run out of the hairpin. It's hilarious, it's dopey. The chances of us having about 3 buses finish is very, very high. So, yeah, it's wonderful. We do race the buses that hit the death loop quite a lot, but this circuit isn't that exciting with most vehicles. With the bus, it really is. With the bus, it really is. That's why it's done. Because yeah, it barely makes the loop, but it can make the loop, and that is the critical bit here. Right, do I not accept? Apparently not. Okay, I know what I did wrong. So, we are going, of course, to go here with the bus. Now, we have a rule. We have a rule when we run with the bus at the death loop. And the same with when we do Hellride. Okay, the rule is you must take the loop. The only way way it can do it is if you get a good run off the hairpin. So if, for whatever reason, you are slow off the hairpin, if you make contact with other vehicles and you slow down, don't take the loop, you will break it. So you've got to take the loop if you can, if you have a clean run, but be aware that to make the loop, the bus has to pretty much have a perfect run out of the hairpin. It absolutely can make it around. You've just got to kind of set it out. We have managed to break this track entirely. The first lap. There's a distinct possibility. I have won a race around here, having got round the loop every time. It is possible, can be done, but we know it's going to be complete chaos. I can't really go anywhere. Oh, I should have gone where Danger Man went. Honestly, we have. Oh, that was just. Oh, there's just a slow-going bus. Less than helpful, really. Right. Here we go. I mean, I am very fearful because we are at the back. Yeah, you are going to have to bail on trying to take the loop there. Whoever was in the yellow bus. I have not got the run. Uh-oh. We might survive, though. We land heavily on the front. Oh, we've lost a wheel. We're done. I don't quite know how we didn't get the speed. We found a sneaky gap, but unfortunately our race is kind of over. It is our first wheel loss of the day. We can now no longer take the loop. The bus minus a wheel can't take the loop. The best bet for us is other vehicles are going to DNF. We might help some of them DNF if we jump off of this section here and wipe them out, but we're actually going to be too far back, I think, to really get involved. There is some vehicles falling off the loop a little bit over there. Who is that going slow? Is that a Lado? It's a Lado. We will go... Daniel's had an accident somewhere. We're on the outside of a Lado, who has also had a big shunt. I'm going to guess a shunt. You know, the loop's not got too blocked up, which is weird and unusual for us. Normally the loop is completely blocked after a lap or two. Lado might still be suffering from lag, or Lado's on the gin. Ah! No! No, or Lado is just trying to wreck us, I think. That might also be a possible explanation at this point. Funnily enough, my bus doesn't turn too good anymore. Oh, some more buses have fallen off. I can see your game, Lado. I can see your game. Oh, crap. Oh, well, sorry, Blue Bus. I think we might have to kill Lado before Lado kills us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. The J-turn didn't work. We are a little bit stuck. Oh, come on. Come on, bus. Is this Ninetales coming to lap us? Oh, crap. I think we're basically... yeah, that was Ninetales going back to lap us. Danger Man has taken the lead away. We are about to die. We are about to die in this. We have very little life left. Oh, I was hoping the green bus of Longbow was going to murder the Lado bus. Unfortunately, it did not. I will just stay out of the way of Ninetales. They have no qualms with you. The last thing I want to do is have an accident with Ninetales when my bus is... I can't believe no one is out. We're into lap 4 and not a single bus is dumped. How on earth have we managed? I don't think we've ever managed that before. I don't know how that's occurred, but apparently it has. This is Chris, who is on the lead lap. I will try and stay out of the way of Chris. Oh, Lado! Hey, Lado's fallen over, and I've fallen over. Well, now we are dumped. Oh, well, that one went predictably. I can't see it. Oh, Gliss has lost a wheel as well. Danger Man is leading the way. I don't know why I can't get the leaderboard up. Ah, there we go. That's what we wanted. Danger Man is leading the way, blocking the HUD. Oh, no, there is a stricken bus. There are a couple of buses have now gone out. Longbow is second, ahead of Ninetales. Okay, quite a few have actually been going out now. Lado is still circulating. This will not do. This will not do. Someone. Right, there we go. Stupid microphone. Stupid microphone. I don't know why it's being so weird and annoying. Gliska's on a slither of health and is going to survive till the end at least. Well done, Danger Man, for taking victory in this. There we go. Yeah. Danger Man, Longbow, and Ninetails round out the podium. Sadly. Oh! Ladder didn't even DNF. God dear. Disappointing. Disappointing indeed. Disappointing. But yeah, we are out. Very much out. That one works. That one worked poorly. That one did not go so well for me. Let us go to... We're going to do one more sensible-ish race. I say that. I've got my eyes closed. I don't know where we're actually going to select. We have been there today. We won't go to the same. We won't go to the same track again. Does that even work? I think that's the. Can't get. Don't actually know if that track really works as a circuit. That track will work. We will have a quick B-class race around here, and then we will probably finish off with some Hellride and some Wrecknado, as that's always good. A woolaloo. Eddie, bloody hell, thank you very much indeed for an incredibly generous donation, and to make the donation bar read all of the 9s. Nicely done. Saying Mike/Mike Wire Fund. I'm gonna have to get a new wire order. It had stopped doing it. It's done this for a while. It had stopped doing it for a while, and this evening it's been the worst it's been ever, I think. Apollo, did you chew the wire while I was out? Actually, I don't leave you in the... no, I do leave you in the office unsupervised. Briefly. Have you chewed the wire? Did Eve do it? P is still completely out cold. Normally, if I say his name, he will, like, react. I would, if I had the webcam on, I'd play the game. I don't know if he's asleep enough. So I've played this game before with Eve. It's quite funny, where I see how many Hot Wheels cars I can park on Eve while she's asleep. My record currently is 6, and then she woke up. Or I don't know whether she woke. I don't know if she was asleep the whole time, but at 6 she moved enough to for them to fall off. I don't know whether I could play the game with Apollo currently. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to film it with and to show you with, so it would be pointless in me doing it. But yeah, 6 is currently the record for cars. It was a Formula E car that was the one that woke Eve up. Yeah. It's a silly game. It is a funny game to play. I could definitely play it with Apollo. Oh, have you got the sleep squeaks? Maybe. He has also managed to fall asleep in such a way that his body is on the nice comfy bed and his head is on the floor, which is not as comfy. You dopey dog. It is probably easier with Eve because she's floofy and she's lazy. Apollo is a Malinois, and they are notoriously hyper dogs. And he is a calm Mally as well, in the grand scheme of things, and he's a hyper dog. He's definitely not as floofy as Eve, that's for sure. But there is a much bigger surface area on the side of a dog. So, like, there's definitely a potential. I think if I moved from the chair, that would probably wake him up. Unless he is in a really properly deep sleep. But I suspect just me moving from the chair would wake him up, and then it would ruin the game. But there we go. Is a little bit of chaos through turn 1, not too bad. There is a crossover here, but it's unlikely to really come into much effect. I did not want to be stuck on the outside through this corner if I could help it. I'm bringing the fence with me. That is what we need. Oh dear. Car guy is in a really bad place. That is a narrowing section. Oh, hey, longboat. Oh, there's a rock on the left. Jeez, that was very close. We nearly met a rock. It was nearly very bad. Oh, there's a hot bomb visiting some scenery. Danger Man is... We just found ourselves on the outside of all the corners at the moment, and it has not gone to plan. I remember this corner. This is a nasty corner to get right. We have all got stopped. We will try and sneak our way past a longbow here, if at all possible. Got to be careful on the outside of this corner. There are rocks, there are trees. Where are we going next? Because I do remember that tarmac corner, but I don't remember this lap very well. There is a gap somewhere in the middle. Oh, Ewan's had a big smash, and unfortunately, Ewan trying to rejoin. That's not an easy place to try and rejoin. Longbow gives us a hurry bump. That's fine. It gets us going quite well. Danger Man's been a little bit slow into turn 1. Now, this crossover point, it's quite a large time for the crossover, but I think some vehicles are going to have fallen a fair way back, so I suspect we might see some mayhem here at some point. Probably not just yet, but at some point that wouldn't surprise me. Sorry, chat. I can't really look too much at it because I don't know this circuit well enough. So this is actually quite a lot of concentration currently going on. Glistening with a big wreck, and I could not avoid it. Oh, god damn it. I could see that crash, but I was already fully committed to the corner. And there was if I'd got on the brakes, I think we were just going to understeer into Gliska anyway, because we were already using all of the grip we had on the turning. So yeah, we just wouldn't have had any more grip left to do anything about that. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for me. More unfortunate for Gliska in that just that little running wide moment at a very quick corner, because this is just a very fast circuit. Longbow and Ewan have had a big smash as well. We're being a little careful here. Can I sneak a pass on Longbow? I think we can. We're back to third again. Okay. Ninetails is in the lead, and by the looks of it, will probably be unchallenged for the remainder of this race. About all that's likely to go wrong for Ninetails is getting hit on the crossover point, which is possible, given the size of the lead and the field spread we have going on. Oh, we're going to slide big time through there. We're going to go behind that car. That was Ewan. We are... Oh! Through the middle went Shadow, I think, there. Over the crest for us. Can we chase down Danger Man in... I don't even know what that is. Maybe. I'm actually really liking this circuit. Again, I'm enjoying these fast circuits with the Hammerhead because it's a car that I actually trust. The back end is stuck to the road quite nicely. If my microphone has died... Actually, I don't know why I'm bothered saying my microphone has died. I can't do anything about it at the moment. It looks like it's still working. From a very quick glance at OBS that ended up me hitting the Armco, but it was only lightly. Oh, that's a bad place for a broken down Chris. That has caused Danger Man some issues right there. Yeah, not what you need in terms of a car park location. We will get on the brakes here. Can we look for a way past Danger Man? We are there, not quite though, at the final corner. Longbow's not far back. We've got to be aware about Longbow. Longbow could challenge us at some point if we don't get past Danger Man cleanly. Oh! I had a run and Danger Man moved across and didn't quite realise we had the nose to the inside there. That could have gone really badly. Thankfully it didn't. There are no cars at the crossover point. Longbow is catching though. This fight is not good for us in terms of getting away from Longbow. I think we have got more pace than Danger Man here. The Hammerhead is definitely the quicker of the two cars. But trying to find a way past... No, I don't think I made contact. I think Danger Man just got on a bump, but Longbow did run wide on their own through there. We are clear into second now. The question is, can we do anything about Ninetales? And I think I know the answer to that is no, and I've immediately celebrated by running wide and tagging Chris. Oh, well, we took Chris out of the race, but it was a mercy killing on Chris. Sorry, Chris. That car had not moved for about 2 laps, and I'm pretty sure it was down some wheels, so it wasn't having a great time. Anyway, yeah, I mean, we've had a bad end to... It was going pretty well, and then we had a bad end to that lap. I think it's like a case of, when we were chasing Danger Man, we had something to like measure our car against, but now we are no longer... Now we're in the lead of this battle, we don't have what I was using to essentially measure my braking points, or judge my braking points, and now I've suddenly got to relearn the track almost. Please don't let there be something like the crossover. There is not. We are quick through that. When we get it right, we are quick through that section. Right. This part here, I like this corner very much, but it's easy to get in trouble with it if you are too brave at the wrong points. We are through there with some serious speed. Again, a lot of these corners, because they are quite quick around this track, is one of the quicker circuits. I don't often drive this one. Because, I mean, the reason why this track doesn't really get used very much, and this style of circuit doesn't get used very much, as you can see, it's really spread out. It's just not that exciting for racing when you get spread out this far. I've not been good coming off that tarmac section. That has been kind of costly. Please don't let there be a wreck of a car where I can't see it. That is the other thing. We are now the kind of explorers in these. We are finding out Danger Man's hit the wall hard at the final corner. Yeah, Danger Man was pushing hard, trying to catch us, and ran in just far too deep into the final turn and smacked the wall. I don't know what Danger Man is driving. I think it's the Rocket with like a body kit. He's obviously not quite so fast around this circuit. We are so spread out. Longbow is 23 seconds behind Danger Man, and that's 4th place. You see why we don't use this track, these kind of circuits, all that often. It's fun to drive. Oh, we are very wide there. I was trying a slightly different line I should not have done. To be fair, I would not have tried said line if there had been a car right behind me, but yeah, that nearly ended in disaster. Just gets slowed down. I mean, while I want to go for fastest lap of the race, the last thing I want to do now is wreck myself out of 2nd place chasing a fictional fastest lap. That is just not worth it. I reckon I've got... I don't know what Ninetales is driving. I reckon I actually had the pace here to not be that far away from Ninetales if I got everything right. But there we go. We round the final corner. Oh, iffy final lap, but... Okay, maybe not. Maybe not quite. Ninetales is just so fast at this game. There is Longbow running around. Is there any close battles on track is probably the question. Shadow's a little broken. Lado is over there. It looks like... it looks like Small Man versus Daniel is the only close one on track that is going to cross the finish line. Small Man will hold on in the stock car. That was it was a good race. You know, we had a good race with Longbow and with Longbow and Danger Man for that one. In the end, I think the Hammerhead just had a little bit more pace around there. But there we go. Oh, the dog's moved. Dog's still not reacting. Dog is now on his back upside down. Yeah, he's done for. The other sign. Thank you very much for the donation. Saying I've enjoyed your content for a while now. Never really caught your stream. Keep bringing on the enjoyment. Well, thank you very much. Definitely glad to hear you've been enjoying the videos. Hope you will enjoy, well, the rest of this stream and any future streams you might stop by. We have got some silly races coming up. We've got some very FailRace races coming up for you right now. What is it? We can definitely go. We will finish... Oh, you know what? Let's go Wrecknado. We'll go Wrecknado with normal cars, and we'll finish off with the legendary race that is Hellride with buses. Longbow got pushed off a cliff. Did you end up on the outside of that? I think, was it with Danger Man you ended up on the outside of by that cliff? I didn't see. I wasn't looking back at the right point to actually see what would happen. What car do I want to drive here? I feel like I might want something with a bit of strength. I don't think I want to go all out tank because it's just too slow. Where's the rocket? We can go for the rocket. What do we call the shark? Did we call it Bruce? I had a feeling we did. Oh, you're awake, dog. Hello. That's going to last all about 30 seconds, isn't it? Or until there is no food for you here. Oh, my game's frozen. You've had all your food for the day. And we're back to being upside down dog. Alright, we're going to go for the rocket because I haven't driven it today. We have driven the Bulldog, we have driven the Gremlin. The Raven, I don't ever find that was all that good. So yeah, we will go with the rocket. But Speedway say I've never seen you use a Speedway. I only have a few cars I like driving on Wreckfest. The Hammerhead, the Stella, the Rocket I don't mind, the Buggy I like, but that's a bit fast for C-Class. We don't normally run that. The Gremlin, I like that. Yeah, I have the cars I like, and I tend to stick to the cars I like. And that's sort of the way that it goes. Oh, dog, are you finally with us? No, you're just sniffing the floor. You going to come say hello to everybody again? What are you doing, you weirdo? And you're just like nose-butting the floor. God dear. I have a strange dog. Okay. I do notice someone in a van. That's a minor concern. The trophy trucks will hit hard. It's a fairly even split with vehicles. I was actually expecting it to be Lado in the twat van, but it is not. It's a fairly even split with vehicles going each side. Yeah, it's Danger Man. Which means this crossover point is about to get absolutely chaotic. Oh, and I tried to shoot the gap. I knew we were going to get hit in it, and I tried to find the gap, and it almost worked. I mean, it's worked in as far as we haven't taken any damage, which is something. I mean, after the opening section, everyone is likely to follow each other and go the same way. By virtue of you just lose less time. We will run around the outside of the van. We get a fantastic slingshot off that corner. That is what we like. But we've got to be careful, because the more you run on the banking, the more damage you do to your wheels, and the more likely a wheel is to fall off, which is the last thing you want. Oh, push that too hard through there. Damn it. So, like here, a run of this banking will damage your front left wheel. Maybe if I stay down here, it doesn't. I think if you run all the way up the top, that's when it damages the wheel. But you've basically got to be a little bit careful with how and where you put your vehicle. Gliska's trying to run up there, but there was not the space. There's not going to be any room for that. I should maybe have gone left, to be honest, because there's so... Oh, there is a rocket desperately trying to recover. It's having a bad time. Gliska's run out. Yes, that bouncing is what I want to try and avoid. I think that's what breaks your wheel. We've got so much speed on the exit of that, which is surprising. I'm really, really surprised by the pace I've got going off that section. And again, loads of momentum is going to put me alongside Gliska. Oh, we bounced on the landing. That was uncomfortable. Sorry, Gliska. I don't know why, but we just hit the landing and the car decided, you know what we needed to do? Go a poor direction. Gliska will be to the outside here, though. We'll get some of the banking. No, we can get our car where we want it to be. Don't hit the wall on the exit. We're still side by side. We'll jump over. And next, as that landing there is really awkward. It's just really sketchy. Ninetales is extending the lead. I can't get all the way up on the wall, but we still carry enough speed to stay ahead of Gliska for now. Oh, God. Oh, Bruce! You nearly lost your fin. Christ. Oh, we're going to slide. We got a little squished against the wall. Is that a broken... Oh, Ninetails has lost a wheel. Ninetails' massive lead has evaporated and has fallen back. I tell you what, if we get a slingshot off that hill, we are stunningly quick. It is Car Guy that leads the way. I don't know what they're driving. Lado is second at the moment. Look, I don't think we want to run quite that high up on the banking there. Because I feel like we lose a bit too much. We've got a great run. We are now to the outside of Gliska up here. Oh, don't take the wheel off. There we go. Nicely does it. Is that Car Guy and Lado who have had a smash? Nope, it was Lado and somebody had a massive wreck. I still don't know what vehicle I'm chasing down. Lado hit a dark red vehicle in the crossover. That was Small Man out of the way. We are some 4 seconds down on the leader, but I don't know what I'm looking to try and catch up to at the moment. We are just running around here. That can go through, that's fine. We are gaining ground on it, whatever it is. The rocket's been quite quick here. Oh, hello, Apollo. You have actually got up. How is it going? That is a three-wheeled car I do not want to hit if I can help it. And I think we are kind of... Oh, don't spin now. Don't spin now. That was nearly a bad final lap. Gliska's had a bit of an awkward landing. However, Car Guy has lost some time on this final lap. I think they're in that purple car that just got wrecked across the finish line. I am not sure. It was a TriStar somewhere. We did not really see much of it. Ninetails led for a while, had a pretty big lead, but yeah, that got disintegrated in the crossover. Danger Man is still going with the van. There is a few funny shaped cars by the end of it. I wonder if it was Danger Man that ended up with the death or killing the Ninetails. I mean, it would be the van that would hit hard enough to do that, I would expect. We do get fastest lap of the race. I'm surprised we beat Ninetails' lap. It was very close. The Speedbird's lap from earlier. That rocket was seriously good there. I did not expect it to be that fast. I mean, I liked it. I've always liked the way it drives. I just did not realise it was going to be that quick. That was bloody fast around there. Very impressed. Yeah, really, really impressed. Tare, thank you very much for the donation. Saying glorious Cultmas and a lunatic New Year, and all hail the roof. Blage? Is that shark in another language? I don't know how to pronounce it. Also, take this and nip down Oxfam or CX or something and get a better mic. Treat yourself. You deserve it. It's the wire. I need whatever the USB square wire is. I don't know what it's called. Danger Man didn't touch Ninetails but killed... Oh, it was you that killed Lado. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's fine. Yeah. Right. We will head to... It's time. It's time for Hellride. It's the most destructive race we can we can finish on. Let's go Hellride with buses. It's mayhem. It is complete carnage. There is a good chance a lot of these won't finish, but that is half the fun. So let us go. When it eventually lets me select the bus. Come on. Select the bus. I would select a bus. While I wait. Oh yes, Drake, I do apologise. I did miss one of your donations. Thank you very much for the donation, Drake. So I guess a Suffolk Council forming the name for a new town were interrupted when they had to attend a saint's funeral. The guy telling this reminded them that they quickly needed to bury St. Edmunds. Oh, dearie me. Oh, that's going to be a boo to you from me and from probably the English people in chat. definitely going to be a boo from me. Oh dear. Oh, I need some more cider before we go into this race. So the same rules apply for this as have done previously when it comes to Hellride. You must take the jump. Now, there are exceptions. There are times where you can avoid the... if you physically can't fit the bus onto the ramp, it's fair enough. If you get pushed off, if there is 3 vehicles heading towards you and you have no other choice, fair enough. However, if you can, you must take the bus up the ramp. You must take the jump in the middle. I mean, the worst we've had is about... I mean, we've technically had no people finish this. We regularly only have 2 or 3 people finish this. We've had quite a lot of survivors so far in these races, but then that does perhaps mean that it's all going to go very silly on the final race. You just never know. You just never know with these sorts of things what's going to happen. My expectations are not great, but here we go. Oh, well, me and Danger Man are towards the back. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. I am honestly, Ninetales is actually maybe doing this sensibly here. Like, we're kind of happy to all be a little careful. Oh, whoa, there's a couple of buses down. It's not too bad, though. It's not too bad. Considering how it normally goes. Now, I do generally have a system. When I take this track, I tend to lift and brake when going. Or maybe not brake, but I do tend to... Oh, sorry, Shadow. I don't go flat out over here. Oh, to avoid that. Holy crap, that was an astonishing crash for someone. Was it Ick, I think, maybe? That was an amazing crash. That's why I don't go flat out. So if you go flat out over the jump, what ends up happening is you end up... Oh, dear. Is you end up land... Because the buses aren't quick enough to land nicely, so you end up landing on a really awkward bit. So I choose not to go flat out so I land easier. There was a pink bus up ahead. I think that might be Ninetales. Did go around the ramp, but they were too wide and got pushed. So that's fair enough. That's the sort of one like, oi, Danger Man's sliding down the road. That's the sort of one. There's nothing that bus could do to really get on the ramp. So it's understandable that they are going to take avoiding action because that was all they could do. There is a huge amount of mess going on up here. We are going to have a lift over there to avoid... Oh, no, actually, some of the buses up ahead did land nicely. There's Chris recovering. I mean, we are a long way back from that start. So I think chances of us winning do rely on other crashes, which are going to happen. There is going to be other crashes around here. We are just running all the way up on the wall, which is fine. Someone has failed to get their bus off the wall quite nicely. I think that's a Longbow. Again, Longbow was on their side. They were barely in control of their vehicle. That's fair enough that they miss the ramp. There is Rockin', who is leading the way. Danger Man is stricken with, I presume, a 3-wheeled bus. Not really what you want. Is that Gliska behind us? It is. There's a lot of vehicles coming, barreling towards us. Oh, please don't go out ghost mode there. We're in trouble now. Oh, that was surprisingly okay a landing. That could have been a lot worse. That was a horrible place for a vehicle to ping out of ghost mode. Ninetales leads the way. My front left wheel is a problem, because I need the front left wheel in good condition to kind of climb the walls. Oh, big crash up ahead. That looks like a Longbow maybe. A couple of vehicles, I think. A couple of buses went off, although it looks like the green bus has survived. It might have been Car Guy that got involved with that. That looks, I think, like Ninetales leading, going the other way. So it's a 10-second gap. I mean, anything can happen at Hellride. Oh, Danger Man is not in a place that Dejuan does not want to be there. Right, so we have a little tap on the brakes. No, I think, you know what, I think maybe if you run the wall, I think they might be quick enough to land nicely. I swear they didn't used to be able to, but maybe we've just got better at running the wall and now making a lot more speed. I think I've got to start doing that. I don't really like doing it, but I think we've got to. Very concerned about my front left wheel. I've got to run the bankings. I've got to make up every little bit of lap time that I can. Oh, is that a Longbow? It looks like that's a Longbow who is in trouble now. Longbow's lost a wheel. We are promoted to 6th place now. There is Ninetails, I think, going that way. I haven't seen... I don't know if Lado is up with this lead group. I haven't actually seen a Lado around here. It's been a difficult race to keep track of everything. Oh, things have just got from bad to worse for Longbow, who has just fallen off the jump again. Oh, Chris has lost a wheel. Chris is down a wheel. That'll promote me to 5th. I mean, I've got to be careful I don't break my own wheel. I'm trying to be not too aggressive climbing this banking initially. I mean, I need to get on it to get some speed, but yeah, I don't want the climb to be too crazy. That was actually a little bit too steeper an angle for us. I was trying something different. Oh dear, nearly fell over. Oh, that's a bad sign. That's a really bad sign. That's a big crash. There was really no way through that for me. I could see the crash unfolding, and it was try and avoid, try and survive whatever I could, but the crash was happening, and yeah, I was stuck. God damn it. We are going to get in a little bit of an awkward scenario here with like Chris and the other red bus. Uh-oh. Okay, I went for the spectacle. It was a bad idea. I wanted to see if I could aerial overtake Chris. The answer was no, not really. Oh, we've lost a wheel. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that. It was just too good of an opportunity to pass up. It was just too good of an opportunity to see if we could. But it was always likely to end that way. It was always likely to end that way. Ninetails has got victory. We will trundle our way. We will limp our way to the finish line. It's we do finish at least, which is and to be fair, we've had more finishing than I expected. We're going to get 10 across the line in this, which is very surprising, really. Yeah, it went wrong for me by the end of that. We did not have a great run. It's always difficult from the very back, but we'd survived for a while. We then stopped surviving, and then we crashed a lot. Although I think Longbow had a really bad time. Yeah, Longbow did not have a good time in that one. We watched a lot of Longbow's bad time, essentially. Well, there we go. There we go. That has been some Wreckfest. It has been great fun. It has been great fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed a session of Wreckfest. It has been a while since this has been done, so it was great to be back. Great to be playing some more of this. It's a shame the snow stuff can't be used in multiplayer. It's a really big shame. But yeah, we had some really, really good races. We had some very silly races. We had some crazy moments. We had some lucky moments. I actually drove all right with a Hammerhead sometimes. It's about the one vehicle I like and get on with and can actually get some speed out of it. But I hope you have all enjoyed this this stream. I hope you have enjoyed your evening, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Of course, a very, very big thank you to all of you who donated. I think I read out all the donation messages. I do apologise if I missed any along the way, but it is, yeah, greatly, greatly appreciated indeed. I will be back, and it's going to be a big stream on Sunday. It is going to be a live Survive the Hunt. It's going to be the passenger format where I am the passenger and various filming crew members are going to be trying to survive for as long as possible. That one will start at 7 p.m, so it'll start at the same time as this one. It'll probably go on till fairly late. I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably going. There will probably be gin involved. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be silly. It's going to be snowing as well, which is, probably going to make for a mess. So I hope you can all join for that one. I hope you'll all be around. I hope you'll all be able to come and watch us do some Survive the Hunt nonsense on Sunday afternoon / evening. However, yeah, that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.